Hello YouTube, so we are running it back. Genshin Luna, well, it's technically still Luna 4, but this is the end of the Luna 4 story quest, and then maybe we can finish also Luna 5, so we can catch up for the return of Dottore. I did not even get to the part of the story with Dottore. I only know bits of pieces that he's gonna be the final boss, and obviously like it should not even be a spoiler that we beat him, like that's just you know.
Why not? It's just a hotel room.
If it's all the same, I'll just stay out here. I might not look the part, but I'm technically a knight.
So I checked, and indeed there are different ways this guy reacts if depending on our character's gender. He doesn't care with either.
Never went back to the curatorium to get some rest. But firstly, although she managed to trap the Raker of Solnari inside her chest set, there's no guarantee that the power of the Eye King is any match for one of the
say
five
something
sinners.
less obvious.
It's only a matter of time before he finds a way to break out.
Honestly,
He did not look too bothered being trapped there.
Well, I asked her that same question. She talked for a long time, but for the most part, it seemed like she was trying to convince me how precious her chest set is. What a long and storied history it has.
She tried to raise the,
It felt like
the
some kind of
price.
sales pitch, you know? The kind where you end up handing over Mora against your will. Anyway, after all that, she finally answered the question.
She learned from Dory.
2 days.
2 days? Holy moly! Can we even recruit enough help in that time?
That remains to be seen. Which brings me to the second issue. Dainsleif is obviously conflicted about this whole thing. You have some history with him, right? Do you think maybe you could talk to him for us? Great. I appreciate it. All right, on to item 3. So, Albedo, Durin, and I put our heads together and came up with a plan. We figured we'd bounce the idea off you first.
Oh, Paimon's dying to hear this.
All right, so here's what we're thinking. We felt a little uneasy about roping you into
Tell us the
this.
plan.
Firstly, you're not locals, and secondly, none of us are your boss.
Roping us in? Why would you even say that?
We are
don't
the
stay
sacrificial pig
It's all
of
of us
Teyvat.
against the Rayhara
Whenever
Solnari,
something
or
happens,
none of us
we are
get a
just gonna
chance.
risk our lives without any reward in exchange, any expectations. We are the... damn.
I choose my words very intentionally, I'll have you know. I like to think there's an art to striking a down-to-earth tone even when the stakes are through the roof.
Sir Varka, I have a few thoughts about this plan.
I'm all ears.
I think we can be more flexible with how the roles are allocated.
I see your point, yeah. But if that's how we're going to approach this, you'd better make sure you're ready. To be clear, I don't doubt your abilities. Far from it. I just want to make sure.
I want to do everything within my power. The Rayhir of Solnari is a truly fearsome opponent, and if I do my part,
Do we even
it'll greatly
have
reduce the risk for
anything at
everyone else
stake
involved.
here? Like, is there any reason why? I mean, I understand that he's hunting Columbina and all that, but we, as the traveler, if we ignore the relation with other people that we pretty much met like a week ago, is there anything, any reason at all for us to get involved in this mess?
Well, that tracks with what I've heard. As in, most people weigh up the risks and rewards in situations like this. Of course, everyone appreciates a fearless pioneer.
Yeah, a fearless
aside,
burden beast.
I'm the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
Thank you, sir.
I should be the one thanking you.
Ha! Just in time. For a Neferpool. For disappointment.
This is a thorough plan, but I do have one last question before.
Great question. Albedo's been hard at work
We even
analyzing
invited
Rara
Dory.
and the Wild Hunt's behavioral patterns. His conclusions are as follows.
Regarding your treasure, Dory, well, you have a warranty for it, right?
Firstly, from the earliest known confrontation until now, Rarer has never displayed any ability to manipulate the dimension of space. Secondly, he seems to have a particularly strong vendetta against our group. Thirdly, finally, and most importantly, he is consumed by hatred, both for the moon and for his enemies.
What? I guess the teleportation ability is important to know, but at the same time, I feel like it still just happens sense, right? He just cannot teleport at will from what he's shown so far, but it's not like he even had the opportunity to use it, right? So, yeah. That's a bit of a stretch, but fine. The second and third, I feel like they were obvious from the second we met him. Like, what? Did you... This is all that you got from Nefer?
Turns out, we tick both of those boxes. We have a reincarnated moon in our ranks, and a spy who accessed his private memories without permission.
As someone who's had their fair share of interactions with the Wild Hunt, those all seem like valid observations to me.
Understood. Then I will defer to the verdict of the
So we
group.
have the bait.
Well, everyone, that's the plan in full detail.
Plan approved.
Okay, any firepower you need, I got you covered. Let's light this baby up.
The Frost Moon Scions are behind you as well.
You are the only one that's gonna be worth anything, Loma.
And the
Let's
rest
not...
of you?
Let's not kid ourselves.
No
How
objections?
did you rope Dory in?
All right.
And
Then
what's
it's
her
settled.
business?
This is the plan we're going with. Next up, an old tradition of mine. Anyone who wants to back out, now's your chance.
Wait, we can still back out of this?
Everyone says things they regret, right? I don't want anyone feeling trapped because their mouth said yes before their brain had time to think things through.
A very people-first approach.
Heh. Who'd you hear it from? D-Luke?
Shh. We don't use people's real names at work. This contact will be known only as Owl, please and thank you.
Oh, so the owl is Diluc. But why owl? I guess it's his constellation,
This
right? I need to
plan
check.
can only work if everyone does their part.
We shall indeed. You'll be glad you accepted our help. Also, you are the last person I expected to see here,
Same.
Miss Dory.
At least somebody
It's not
addressed
often I get called Dory
the
in a work
Sangemaya
context.
in the room.
My peers usually call me Lord Sangamabe.
So, the longer your name, the higher your net worth. Is that the idea here?
In that case, Mr. Flint's here must be worth a fortune. That's right, I know your full name. It's...
The walls are thin here. I'd appreciate you keeping that a secret.
Okay, fine. I'm actually only here as a favor for someone else. Do you have any idea how much it would cost to hire me otherwise? Oh, does this mean someone out there actually has the power to boss Dory around? It most certainly does not. We have a long-standing and mutually beneficial business partnership. She's actually the mom of a friend of yours.
Alice, and also, yes, she's bossing you around.
Said mom supplied me with a great little trinket, but now that lady's ruined everything. If I don't start building a little goodwill now, my whole business in Notcry is gonna go down the drain.
Okay. So what exactly is so special about this pendant?
It's a lucky charm that a great mage made for me. We have a business relationship, and she was worried that something bad might happen to me. So,
For
she
a
wanted
good
me to
reason.
have something that can store power to protect myself with. I finally got it all fully charged up with Kuvaki, and then never went and used it all up at once. Never lost so big in my life.
The mouth sync is terrible, but
You're right.
Yeah.
It was all my fault. I didn't mean to drain all the Kuvaki in the
technically
pendant,
it was for
but
her
maybe
favor,
that's
so
fair.
aren't you just even now?
You will? Well, in that case, how about you give me your chess set? And we call it even.
I knew you'd say that. Well, it's yours if you want it. In fact, take it now, and I'll even throw in a free Raker of Solnari. Deal?
You're putting me in a difficult position here.
It's a very useful thing to have around, but I have a funny feeling it won't be around much longer. I guess we'll see in a couple of days.
She's expecting Rerir to blast that thing to pieces when he exits. A fair point.
Looks like bankruptcy for me.
Hey, don't be so pessimistic. See this through and you never know. You might find a new business opportunity on the other side.
Didn't she already make tons of morale already? I guess there are many people that want her head, and she uses Alice for protection. Okay, let me check Dilo. Your constellation was an owl, right? Yes! Okay, nice touch. Nice touch. What's your constellation? Some kind of mask? Deer? The other constellations were not really that inspired, right? Like the bunny and the owl makes sense, but all the other constellations are just so on the nose, right? What is this? It's like a hand. Mavuika. Did not even notice her constellation. What does it do? Damn. As always, the constellations are crazy.
Dory, how are things going? Feeling ready? Oh, I was born ready. We only have 2 days. You think Lord Sangama Bay would let an opportunity like this slip by? Don't forget, when something's in high demand, the people with the goods on hand get to charge the highest price of all. Even higher than the sellers taking advance order. Ta-da! See? It's right here. Ah, it's so pretty. Did you make it? No, I have a supplier. We go way back. So he made me a very attractive offer.
Aha! No wonder you were talking about Lucky Charms at the meeting. You've been getting Kave to make them for you.
That's not the full story. It actually started a while back as a project between me
So
and
she's
the
gonna
Dendro
sell
Archon.
charms to protect the people of Nodcry from Rerir. She's gonna scalp them. I feel like the people of Nodcry need protection from Dory, not Rerir.
Mage Alice once warned me that this world won't stay safe forever. There may come a day when everyone faces a great crisis. I passed this on to the Dendro Archon, and she secretly brought together a research team made up of Sumeru's top scholars to invent a technology that could keep people safe.
Why didn't
I won't go
Nahida
into the
tell us
details
about
because
this?
it's all
Considering
very
that we are the
complicated.
ones
But if you wanna
most
know
in
more,
danger of
you
all,
can ask the Dendro Archon about it sometime.
you will think she would have informed us about this. What happened with the friendship?
Anyway, point being, it was the Dendro Archon who asked Kave to build this little contraption. Took him long enough. He stressed over it for ages. Must have gone through at least a dozen designs before producing a final product. Marak delivered it to me a couple of days ago, along with a letter from Kave. Could I ask why I'm sending this technology to you? And what's your proposed use case? Has it been approved by the relevant authorities? So nosy. My fault for sending him the research permit to begin with.
Surely Nahida must have told him you were involved in this project. He was probably just nervous because you're always so secretive about your business.
Could be, could be. Anyway, I just replied, let's hope there never has to be a use case. Because it would involve grave danger.
Fair enough. But it sounds like he was just being cautious.
Or maybe he was asking as a favor for his housemate. He's done that before. Not sure why, though. Either way, all's well that ends well. I'm just glad to finally have my hands on the product. Huh? What does that look mean?
Paimon's just super surprised. This must be the first time we've ever seen you actually get
This is
serious about something.
it's Rerir in disguise.
Well, a long time ago, I made a promise to myself. I promised that I was gonna live every day of my life with a big beaming smile. Obviously, Mora plays a big part in that. But there are always gonna be times in life when you have to give something back. Alice has been a huge help to me over the years. She was the first investor I ever had. And I want my investors to know that Lord Sangamabe is the best in the business. And more than that, no one knows what the future will bring. Whatever happens, I want to make sure the Dendro Archon and all of Sumeru is prepared to face whatever comes. Oh, that? I was just making sure Nefer and I are square. Don't be thinking it was some sort of benevolent act. My priority is doing the business that I want to do. So long as my conscience lets me, but it usually does.
Alright, if you
I do say so, and that's the whole point. I'm a businesswoman. Don't go trying to figure out what kind of person I am. You'll exhaust yourself. Much easier for everyone involved if you just take my word for it. Oh, and could you two help me get this stuff where it needs to be? Thanks so much.
Okay. We got some more backstory for Dory. This is where Wuthering Waves still has work to do with their story. I mean, we got Dory all the way here from Sumeru. I mean, you know how long it's been? We passed through Fontaine after Sumeru, and then we were in Nod Cry. Like, it's been almost 2 years, and the character makes a comeback to add more to her lore, you know? It's like meeting Jinshi in Huanglong. Or Changli. Well, not in Huanglong, in Lahairoi.
Traveler, Paimon, it's good to see you.
everything going smoothly over here?
Sort of. As per the plan, we dissected and analyzed some samples of these creatures.
What? You can actually dissect the wild
You can dissect anything, and to be honest, Paimon, there is anesthesia in this sword, right? I actually want you to get dissected a bit just to find out how you are ticking. And whatever you are, like a time bomb.
That depends on your definition of wild hunt.
Harmless, lifeless. These words are accurate descriptions.
The wild hunt is an interesting phenomenon. In and of itself, it doesn't seem to possess anything akin to a human personality. Master griped a lot about the wise Horoptatyr, and seemed somewhat fascinated with the foul Surtology. But she
damn, Surtology and the Rhine daughter had something going on. Okay. I guess it makes sense, you know. The wise beauty with the warrior that's like a mad dog. That's kind of a trope. And I think it's probably also the case with Alice, right? We have that entire chess piece with the king and the queen, and it looks like, I forgot his name, but he's supposed to be some kind of great warrior.
I don't think that was because of his lower social standing, though. Anyway, it's a pity. I should like to hear her thoughts on the nature of the life form he has become today. It's a strange mix. The furious energy of an abyssal being channeled through a fractured physical existence. A consequence of being torn apart by an unknown power. Perhaps the only explanation for his survival in this state is that he sacrificed a degree of individuality in exchange for a continued existence. Oh, sorry. Once I get talking about interesting research, I have a tendency to go on indefinitely. Back to our research findings. Essentially, they confirm my hypothesis. Rerir's corpse is completely contaminated by the Abyss, and the effects are irreversible. You could think of this as Rerir in mutated form. But in my view, even that would be inaccurate. In reality, his whole being has been consumed by the Abyss. In other words, he is
okay,
now nothing
so
more than
how
a
exactly do we
manifestation
save
of
him?
abyssal. Unfortunately, at present, we have no means of completely eradicating abyssal power.
Can't I absorb him?
Hence, we cannot
eat him?
fundamentally destroy the ray here of Sol.
Oh, that's terrible news! So, that's it? We can't defeat him? Not even if we get the power of the Three Moons?
Miss Columbina's situation is a difficult one. She can never achieve wholeness when the world does not accept her presence. It's as if her creator banished her to a place she can never be accepted. It means she spends most of her energy just on her own.
Given the circumstances, It's only natural to despair. Time to kick off the backup plan.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot. This is for you. Dory asked us to bring it.
She did not explain how to use it
How
though.
wonderful. Well, thank you for making the trip.
I'm sorry I won't be there to protect you in person this time. Please be careful.
All right then.
Miss Lauma, is everyone here?
Yes. The fate of my flock is in your hands, Grandmaster Varka.
Flock.
Please keep them safe.
My lady. What are you saying?
Within the next 24 hours, we will face the biggest crisis the world has ever seen.
Dispatch.
This is not a burden that we deserve to bear. But I believe that we reap what we sow in this life. So I intend
What's with
to
that
act.
pirate guy?
I must do what I think is right. For me, that means fighting for the future of Nodcry. This gentleman is the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
Hey, everyone. Guess I should introduce myself. Biggest strengths are honesty and hard-workingness. Anyway.
So she sent the signs of the moon with Varka for protection? Well, why? Did they really plan to go after them?
As it should.
I feel like they are more implicated. They are more implicated now than they otherwise would have been.
Something on your mind?
Miss Columbina, was it? I believe that's how the others addressed you.
That's right. Names are funny things. Have you always been called Dainsleff?
Yes. I take it your own name has a more complicated history.
I have a different relationship with names than other people. To be honest, I'm not even sure that Columbina is my name. At least, not in the same way that Dainsleff is yours. But it's what everyone calls me, and I go along with it. A lot of my life has been that way. I get so used to things that I forget to question why they are so. I never used to think much about where names come from, or what they mean to people. Maybe something's wrong with me.
You're different from other people.
She's a
sensed it
goddess.
The first time we met.
You're more perceptive than most. I'm sure your long life and rich range of experience explains that. Do you ever find yourself missing Conria, Mr. Dainsleff?
Difficult to answer. I have dreamed of the past many, many times. Sometimes I'm fighting tooth and nail. Other times I'm lying on the ground, defeated. I don't recall any happy moments from that time. It has been too long.
Is that because hatred survives longer than love and affection?
That would not be for me to say. I make no excuses for the grudges I bear. But whatever the reason, I
You just
remember
said that you
little
don't
that
remember
was
anything
beautiful or
nice from that time.
sentimental. Thank you for your help with the Rerir situation. Without your efforts, I never could have learned the hidden truth of his story.
I mean, it was so freaking obvious, bro. With just a little digging, you have found that. You knew the guy. You knew he was getting married. You knew how much that was, how important that was for him.
You're welcome.
Friend, he betrayed me. And I never really understood what he was going through in life. Some friendship, that is.
Okay. So, do you plan to fight him with us? You see, you're torn. Now you know what really happened. You see the things he's done in a new light.
I need some time.
Of course. I completely understand. Anyone else in your position would feel conflicted too. Actually, I went through something similar myself recently. Something happened that changed my perspective on a situation. A situation I took for granted at the time, but now I feel very grateful for it.
You mean the Harbingers who still support you, even though you've left the Fatui?
Yes. I always thought they were only helping me because Harbingers are forced to work together. But then I abandoned them. A warrant was even put out for my arrest. Yet even now, they support me. Which means I was wrong about them all
Okay,
along.
does that mean that she's gonna return to the Fatui? Because technically they fulfilled their promise to her. Didn't she want a house and friends?
Clearly, they view you as a friend.
I feel a little guilty now. I regret not seeing their help for what it was, and not treasuring it. I see the guilt that you're feeling now, because I feel it too. Have you noticed that the Traveler and Paimon are over there? I think they've been listening.
Oh, we were.
Huh. Shall we say hello?
Sure. Hello.
Ah! They caught us!
I apologize for making you worry. No doubt you wish to know where I stand on the plan to take down the Recher of Solnari.
You will? Oh, thank you so much!
They needn't be. This was something that I was going to have to face up to eventually.
That doesn't matter to them. They're grateful to you regardless. You can't control their gratitude, so just accept it.
We have a lot of preparation for facing Rerir. I guess this time...
Showtime! Let's go rendezvous with the others.
Wait,
You know the place.
shouldn't we have also met with Sandrone, with the Marionette? You come with me. No!
Ah, you're earlier than I expected.
Hey, Flint's! Been waiting.
Not too long. I came a little early so I'd have some time to think.
Are you nervous about the battle?
Quite the opposite. I'm reminiscing on my past battle. When I was awakened by the Ratniki, I had not touched a weapon in many years. But after waging war against the Wild Hunt for so long, I came to realize something. A life of absolute peace is simply not a possibility for me. My restless flame indicates that somewhere inside of me, there is a deep
Or you are a
yearning to
battle
root out the
maniac.
evil in
We
this
can
world.
get you in touch with a child. I think you two have a lot in common.
That doesn't sound like such a bad thing.
Well, in the past, when I was a Fae whose primary concern was hibernation, it was hardly ideal. But it certainly serves me well here in the present. And I am delighted to be able to join forces with you in this endeavor.
Yeah. We are all so grateful that
Looks like
we
I'm
are
not
all
the first to
here.
arrive.
Ah, Miss Lauma.
Did you sleep okay, Les?
I struggled to settle down at first because of the nerves. Please.
Never! Over here!
Avengers, assemble!
Aino asked me to relay a message. She said Anefa will be on high alert and keep a close watch over all secondary districts where defense is required. Meanwhile, Aino herself will provide range support to us directly.
Excellent. My thanks to all involved.
The chess set's looking a little unstable.
It won't hold him much longer. We should be prepared to engage at a moment's notice.
No sense sitting around waiting. Let's make the first move while we still have the option.
I agree. Paimon, find a safe hiding place.
Got it! Be careful, Traveler!
I will.
You know, you have to consider just how powerful King Deshret really was. Like, this is just one of his counselors, right? Just one of the toys, quote unquote, that they had on hand. Yet it is enough to trap in it the Raker of Solnari, who and these guys, the big sinners, are considered to have power at the level of gods. Isn't this crazy? The guy pretty much had an entire pantheon going on. He was probably the most powerful god in the entire Teyvat. Nahida would have had, or well, Rukkhadevata would have never had a chance against that guy if he really went for the Archon title.
Everyone, take your positions as soon as the battle starts. Every ounce of strength we have in our bones.
Ready?
Let's go.
Where is Varka?
I've seen all your futile ploys before. You have become the authors of your own demise.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
You are merely a moment of sport before I tear down the moon.
Aura farming rerir.
The moonlight betrays you.
You too.
What is Flint doing here? The guy is not meant to be on this team.
Let me help you guys. Eat this!
The moonlight betrays you.
Keep your distance.
It all adds up. Let's see what you're made of. Can't hide the truth.
Be silent. Observe.
So I can't switch to Aino, I can just use her ability.
No more lies. Seek within.
The moonlight betrays you. Move.
Can't hide the truth.
Hunt them down.
With one heart, we pray.
Hunt them down.
No more. Can't hide the truth. No more lies.
It began with the moon, and so shall it end.
The moon will protect you.
Move.
It all adds up. Can't hide the truth.
This fight is cool though.
Here. When will it be as you foretold?
I mean, I don't need Lauma here. I can see from where he's shooting me.
Welcome here.
The mystery unravels. Can't hide the truth. Absurd. Let's see what you're made of.
It's all futile. Hunt them down.
Can't hide the truth.
The moonlight
Protect us.
betrays you.
The deception ends here.
Futile. The moonlight. Pathetic.
With one heart, we pray.
Hunt them down.
No more lies. It all falls into place.
Futile.
Seek within.
Leave this place.
Can't hide the
Are we really beating this guy up? We just this squad when we couldn't, when everyone was gathered before.
Your little game of heroics is over. Who wants to go first? Now, get out of my sight!
No! We've been separated.
Okay. I guess we need to count on the water traveler now.
Guess he really doesn't like us.
Destroyed. Reborn. Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Be careful what you wish for.
Lauma! Can you hear me? But at least I know they're still there. I need to focus. Stick to the plan. Remember my most important task. Just stall him. If I can stall him for long enough, the moment will come.
Stalling him, we're beating him up.
The mystery unravels. No more lies. Shame. It all adds up. The deception.
How many times? Imagine what will happen if I do not absorb the Kuvak. The hands, though.
The shield's broken.
Within my grasp.
Don't fix your luck. Time to come clean.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
Can't hide the truth. The mystery unravels.
We got the idea. Can we move on to the next step? It's clear that you are not meant to beat a rare like this. So, what are we waiting for?
It all falls into place. The deception ends here.
Or well, you can beat a rare like this. It's just gonna take ages.
No more lies. It all adds up. How farcical. Seek within. Can't hide the truth. Let's see what you're made of.
Bombs away!
It all adds up. The deception ends here. No more lies. It all falls into place. It all adds up. Time to come clean. No more lies.
Water jet!
Okay.
Curses. There's no other way.
Are we gonna break the Abyss King's tablet in order to stop him for a bit?
The only
Okay,
way
where
to
is
defeat
everyone
Rarer
else?
is to borrow his own power. That means Columbina will have to disappear while you two bear the brunt of his attack. You have to hold on. Find a way to keep him focused on killing the two of you.
Cool. How exactly do you get his own power?
Never! Your eyes are bleeding.
Soon you will be powerless to resist, and then I will reduce you to dust.
But that dust will plague your memories. Come on. Keep holding on.
Any other tricks up your sleeve? As entertaining as they are. You've backed yourself into a corner.
You don't fool me. I see your fear clear as day.
I mean, madness, anger, despair towards Tolindis, fear, I don't know.
I have to stoke his rage. Make him unleash everything. You fear what you could never defeat. You fear the thought of never being able to save your beloved. You cannot win the fight against fate, Rerir.
Well, now it's your turn to feel afraid.
Cutscene time.
You fear the sound of your own name?
Is it us you hate?
What's
Or is it what you've become?
what?
Let's see what becomes of you.
I feel like they started sprouting nonsense. That's you fear that you're gonna not be able to save your beloved. I can see that, but the other parts, I feel like they are a bit extreme.
What's happening? That power. I've seen it before.
Rhine daughter.
His power is on another level. We'll need to use an alchemical array to convert his power into a usable form. Then quickly channel it into Columbina, rendering her powerful enough to compete with him.
She's so unbothered.
I'll join you. I can help. If I release enough abyssal energy into a confined space, it'll create a potential difference, allowing us to extract a huge amount of elemental energy. Next, I'll synchronize with everyone's minds using pyro, then give you temporary access to their abilities and fields of view. But it won't last long.
What does pyro have to do with
Can you
it?
see?
Well enough.
So, we have a student of Gold Rhine-daughter in our midst.
How about that?
Columbina. With all that juice, she's only able to barely contend with Rerir.
You use my own power against me?
Just like how you stole Kuvaki. Look familiar?
He's talking smack. Is she banishing him into space?
Realize you don't have the power to hold that gate open.
I don't, but someone else does.
Goodbye, Rerir.
Oh, the burn at the end. He got that entire scene was of him getting burned. But question.
We won.
Wasn't he torn to pieces the last time he entered through that gate? Aren't they just repeating the process? He's gonna be torn and separated again, and he's just gonna try and resurrect again. Or, well, if he survives this time and if he's not torn, then that there's the question of why was he torn in the first place, and also the question of he's just gonna return, right?
Never. How are your eyes?
They're fine. Apart from the blindness, of course.
It's not too...
Let me handle it.
It's funny, right? Lauma is a healer in the story, but she's not healing in the game. I don't think so, at least from her kit.
Miss Nefer, it's not like you to lose your composure. That was the most reckless thing I've ever seen you do.
Reckless how? The situation was critical. Our lives were at stake. We had to do something.
Even so.
I mean, was she supposed to just accept it and die?
Okay. I guess you're right. Under the circumstances, it was a wise decision. You traded your eyes for an incredible victory.
You know, when you think about it, Genshin did kind of what Wuthering Waves tried. Wuthering Waves tries to go with that entire, the victory of humanity, the intangibility of the human spirit, right? The issue is Rover plays a pivotal part in all of these, in all of the fights and so on and so forth. Yes, he gets support from all the people, but at the end of the day, it's Rover who pilots the Exostrider and defeats or banishes the Trenodian. Or well, actually it was the Trenodian powered by the heart of Lahairoi who banished, the Exostrider that banished the Trenodian. But at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is that Rover plays a very big part in the final battle, and the same was in Rinasita, right? And even in the past, he is the one that put Luke in charge of Lahairoi, who just eliminated so many Fraxidus spies. And at the same time, he's the one that saved aemeath, who at the very beginning, who is then gonna proceed to save Rover and Lahairoi. In exchange, you have the Traveler in Genshin, right? For the most part, we are just observers. The biggest thing that we did in Mondstadt was just to purify during the Valin's Tears. And we have that event where it showed us an alternate future of what will have happened in Mondstadt without the Traveler. I feel like that was such a stretch. They tried to make it more important than it was. I call BS on that. Because there were so many other options, so many other people in Mondstadt. I feel if it was shown in 1.0 with only the information that we had available at the time, I would have believed it. But then when you understand that you have the Hexeray, that you have Alice on the side, Nicole, Lynae, all these people, and Alice will never have let anything happen to Klee. So when you understand all of this, you realize it really was not that big of a deal.
In business terms, I
Not
suppose
enough to
that's a
destroy
huge return
Mondstadt
on
anyway.
investment.
I'd be hard-pressed to argue other.
Still, I don't like this outcome. People suffer when they make sacrifices they shouldn't have to make. I had hoped you could win without sacrificing so much as a single hair on your head.
I mean,
Thank you. Really.
is she raising
Hold on.
her?
Don't try and open your eyes just yet. We'll see how you're doing in a couple of days. I'll send full details through Yehoda. For now, just get yourself home, relax, and rest. My dear friends,
Imagine
we
if
have
they
fought
actually permanently
bravely
blind
and
Nefer, but
achieved
they
a
wouldn't.
spectacular victory. The moon will remember this day. Thank you both. There's something I want to let you know.
What is it?
When Durin connected everyone's minds so I could access their powers, I also felt everything they felt.
I still don't understand what part the Pyro vision played in this. What? Pyro? I would have expected Dendro. Dendro is like the trees, right? The roots, the connection of everything, maybe Irminsul thrown in there, but Pyro.
And since Nefer's eyes were injured, my eyes are hurting now too.
Huh. Hold on. Let me try.
I only feel the pain. There's no actual damage. I just thought I should tell you.
You're right. There's no damage. That's a relief. But I must say, I'm surprised to hear the Kutar share something like this with me.
Things are a little different now from how they were.
Friends. You have no idea how glad I am to hear that.
Is this the end of the Luna 4 story quest? Probably. We are now entering Luna 5.
Yay! You're awake! How are you feeling? Any aches and pains? Did you sleep well?
I'm doing all right, Paimon.
Phew! Well, that's good. Paimon's been sitting on the edge of the bed worrying about you for ages.
Glad
Oh,
to hear you didn't
so she went to it.
How is...
Well, it wasn't the same without you there to share it. Honestly, Paimon just can't relax when you're not your usual self.
Well, I'm back to normal now.
Oh yeah, and Albedo swung by earlier. He said to tell you to head to the tavern when you woke up. He also dropped off some medical supplies. If you're feeling up to it, let's head over now.
Oh, it's still in Luna 4. Echoes of Fate. I guess the Victory Fest is the last part of this section. Dory!
We're here!
Oh, Traveler and Paimon! Perfect timing! We were literally just saying how there's no way we're holding this victory feast without you.
How are you feeling today?
Much better, thanks.
Relieved to hear it. If that changes, just let me know.
Yep, we're here for you. Anything you need.
Oh wait, where's Nefer?
How are her eyes doing?
Nefer's right over. I'm sure she'd love to.
I wish they would actually have blinded Nefer, you know, consequences on all that. But I can't really talk much when they did not kill off aemeath in Wuthering Waves, even though one is a bigger deal than the other. And technically, aemeath is still dead. She's just possessing the shell. By all accounts, she's just a ghost now.
Traveler, Paimon, are you recovering well? Turns out that moon chanter has some real talent after all.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful.
Yes, thank you. I'm well aware.
Yehoda, could I borrow you for a moment?
Oh, sure. Coming.
Lauma succeeded. She
Did you
borrows
hear that?
Yehoda now.
I gotta go help Lauma for a second.
You bet. Make it extra sweet.
I mean, what did Paimon even do in this story? I feel like Paimon has no more relevance for, like, since Mondstadt.
The Raker of Solnari. Kind of a snake, don't you think?
Snake and Wolf, that was the name of the quest.
No, definitely a snake. A poisonous one who spewed his venomous hatred everywhere.
The wild hunt.
Anyone who seeks revenge out of hatred for other people has become a snake. That's something my dad used to say. Perhaps.
Yet, so
I'm sure it
Nefer is
sounds
a
like
snake.
very wise and open-hearted perspective to your ears. But me? I think hatred is a perfectly justifiable emotion.
That, I agree with that. You know, I'm completely behind Nefer. I am not some kind of saint.
What else is left when everything you depended on in life gets stripped away? Something's gotta fuel that drive to keep on living. If you're worried about me, you can nip that in the bud. It's just... I suddenly feel like I was wrong to call my father a liar. He was just a fool.
That's much better.
That's why the academia turned their back on him. And why the other tribes ganged up on him. Oh, father. How much better things could have been if you were a skilled liar. Look at the Ibis King. Thoth is a fiendishly cunning liar. And yet, strangely, he feels more like a father to me than my real dad ever was. He's never brought it up, but I'd bet he feels the same way. Why else would he give me the power to perceive the truth, while at the same time training me in the art of deception? Well, King Deshret banished him to Aru, which is essentially a prison, and posed 3 questions to him. He promised that he'd have his freedom if he could find the answers. His response was to take on a physical form and approach me, hoping that I could become his envoy and search for one of the answers on his behalf. Did he really think I'd fall for that? He's stuck there. He can't make me return what he gave to me.
You definitely sound like father and daughter.
So that's enough for you to decide he's nice, is it? He's a prisoner, and he was scared. So he decided to perform some good deeds.
Oh, so
win
he
people's approval.
is fully alive. He's just manifesting through the cat or something like that, through possession. We will meet him down the line.
He lives in fear because he's a deceiver. How is Rerir any different? It's preposterous. Yet I can't say I don't understand it. They say that a liar's soul is the most worthless thing in the world. What do you think? Oh, really? Well, it takes a very kind person to find
I lied in my
compassion
life
even for
before. I
liars.
can't say I'm not. I always told the truth, so yeah.
If you ask me, the soul of a liar really is worth nothing. Because all they care about is themselves.
But that's how 99% of humanity is, so...
For example, when something good falls into my lap, I don't go sharing the news around. Stops other people trying to steal it from me. So be it. They have sharp ears. I can't keep anything from them. Wow, is that what it looks like? Well, you all know my past now. And I can't simply eliminate everyone who knows too much.
Oh, you can.
So I guess I just have to put up with you. When you find yourself in a
So we are
situation
friends
you can't
now.
control, the safest play is to keep calm and start monitoring everyone involved like a hawk. If
Like
you
that Dory
understand
right there.
what's at
That
stake, please ensure my secret is safe with you. Very good.
Oh, wait. Now that the panic's over and we've all calmed down, after all that build-up, our mystery ally never showed up even once.
Alice? Oh, we are probably meeting her in Luna 5.
Huh? Am I imagining things?
So, that close colleague who stayed behind with you? What's he been up to recently?
Dottore.
Don't know, don't care. I get more normal human interaction from hanging out with Bosco too than him. Although, now you mention it, he hasn't bothered me in a while. I wonder if...
If he's disappeared without a trace, it's the biggest gift he ever gave to the world.
Damn, they hate him
But I
even though he's
somehow
another
doubt
harbinger.
That's what's going on. He won't lie low forever. So we'd better stay
They're
on
talking
guard.
about him as if he's their enemy. Now we enter Luna 5. And with Luna 5, we should get some rewards, right? First of all, what? Shouldn't we get... Okay, guide... No, wait, what? Shouldn't we get something for the Luna 4 quest? Oh, it's the... Wait, what? Didn't they just say that Luna 4 is over?
Ah, Lord Sangama Bay. How lovely to see you. I must thank you for the device you provided. It was an enormous help.
Why come and ask me when you clearly know already?
I mostly came to thank you.
That's more like it. A little gratitude goes a long way with Lord Sangama Bay. Play your cards right, and you might even stand a chance of becoming my long-term supplier.
The chance to work with such a kind and charitable investor as yourself would be a great honor for the Curatorium.
Huh? Charitable? Who said anything about charity? First time hearing about it.
Let's see. The first plot of land you purchased in Nodcry, your desert interests, and...
Stop! What do you think you're doing? Exposing my investment history!
It's nothing to hide from. They're all perfectly legitimate investments. And some of the land you purchased was with the
Oh,
intent
she
of
has a
building
heart.
sanctuary.
And she's terrified
Yes,
people
I heard
will
about that
find
too.
out.
How did you...
You're a curious case, Lord Sangamabe. You don't like people finding out about your good deeds, do you? But I'm afraid no matter how hard you try to keep things under wraps, where there's a will, there's a way. You did it for Sumeru, didn't you?
It was empty land that was gonna go to waste otherwise. I figured if I built something there, it might at least get some use in an emergency. Disasters are capricious things. They strike without any warning. I've lost family to a disaster before, and I don't want to lose any friends
Oh,
or
we get
business partners
so
if I can
much
help it.
character development with Dori now.
My elder sister used to dream of finding a sanctuary. Somewhere with plenty of food, water, and medicine. Where everyone could live happy lives. It was something I looked into. But after discussing things with the Dendro Archon, I decided on a more effective strategy. The tech people handled the tech, and Moneybags provided the Mora.
It's a pity that so few people know the truth about you. Everyone says that you view everything in terms of Mora, and all you care about is growing your own wealth.
So, what's the problem with that? Everyone wants to be rich. It's human nature. So yes, I love Mora, and it's nothing to be ashamed of.
But surely you have dreams of your own, beyond just making Mora.
You don't get it, do you? My dream is to invest in other people's dreams. And, you know, make a nice little slice for myself along the way. Just thinking about it makes me happy. That
So she is not completely... They are not completely making her lose her character. She's still loving Mora.
Thank you.
For the device?
And the pen.
Oh, that. I was just returning a favor. Don't worry about it.
Seems like we've both been away from home for a very long time.
Don't worry, in the next patch you are going back.
Yeah. So long that I barely remember what my family even looked
Wait,
like.
what? Her family is still
That
alive?
would be your mother, father, and sister?
Yeah. Though it's been years since my sister passed away.
Oh, her parents.
It's not like I want to forget them, obviously, but memory can be even more ruthless than the most calculating business person. My sister can't help me now. Slowly but surely, her face is fading from my mind's eye. It's become a vague impression.
Not everything will fade. When...
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that, plus, I'm sure that life is much better now than it was back then.
Oh, absolutely. I have tons of Mora, a big beautiful house, business is booming, and I'm as happy as can be. You've got a lot going for you too. Boss of the Curatorium of Secrets?
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
Why are all the people from the desert like shrewd businessmen?
How have you been holding up? Any adverse reactions? If you start...
You don't need to worry about me, Grandmaster. I'm fine.
What?
You played an indispensable role in the battle for Nodcry. Sometimes, when people praise you, it's because you deserve it.
Let's do a quick demonstration. Albedo, that was an incredible feat of alchemy.
Thank you. I can't take all the credit, though.
See? Did you catch that? A masterclass in how to take a compliment.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, look who's bounced back. Looking good, traveler.
Seems like you've recovered. You won't need to take any more medication.
Can I get you a drink?
Huh? You know how to order at a bar now?
Handling a drinks order is ridiculously simple compared to alchemy.
Paimon believes it. To be totally honest, though, Paimon didn't quite follow all the details when you first explained the plan to us.
Don't worry, that's completely understandable.
To put it in the simplest terms, we saw how our enemy stole the power of Kuvaki. And that gave us the idea of stealing his power to turn it against him. When facing an enemy you have no hope of defeating, it's best not to engage them in battle.
I mean, that's exactly what we did, though.
Instead of looking for a way to overpower him, we decided to help Columbina
Isn't
get
that
strong enough
the
to
same
at
as
least stand up to him in a
overpowering
fight.
him?
For this to work, we had to analyze his modes of attack, confirm who his main target was. For added security, we prepared a total of 4 arrays. But to mitigate the impact of the battle, we identified one location in particular as the ideal spot. The alchemical array absorbed his abyssal power. Then Durin processed it to render it usable by Columbina. That power enabled her to do what would otherwise
I feel
have
like
been
playing with
nigh on
abyssal
impossible.
power cannot be a thing, a
What
good thing.
surprised me was that Dainsleif actually agreed to join us. Given his history with Rerir, he had every right to sit this one out. But
It must have been a painful choice to make.
Absolutely. He was torn between two paths, but in the end, he made his choice and stuck to it resolutely. Anyway, however you cut it, everyone gave a stellar performance.
We're back to the tea
the
party.
only reason you're here.
Yes. I've thought a lot about it. And I've realized that you, me, and Arlecchino should be friends. I think this is very important. So I felt I had to come and tell you.
Well, this is a new one. I'm so moved. I can't even hold my teacup.
Tsundere in action.
If that's all, you can leave now.
Do you not want to be friends with me? Or is it that you prefer being co-workers?
What is this, Columbina? Are you deliberately testing my patience threshold? Right now, my politeness module is active. But if you say another word, I swear I'll shut it down.
She is so cute, even when she's pissed off.
If your politeness module was active, wouldn't you say the word please at some point?
Polonia, please see Lady Columbina to the door.
She reminds me of Tosaka Rin.
Will you still invite me to your next tea party?
What?
Yes, I think you will. Bye-bye, dear SNEZHNAYA.
Damn. She knows how to handle her. She has her wrapped around her finger. She's not my... I expect her to say she's not my
Last time
friend.
the Wild Hunt escorted you out. Would you rather I handled it myself this...
We just wanted to, see how you were doing now that it's all over.
She is fast. She fixed all the mechs very
Why?
fast.
Out of concern for my safety? I hope you didn't seriously think that the Ray here of Solnari would be able to lay so much as
I
a
mean, she
finger
destroyed
upon me,
all your
given how
creations.
prepared
He
I
manhandled Purlonia, and it's only because he saw you as worthless that he did not bother killing you off. So,
Mostly because you kind of helped us out, so we just wanted to check you were okay. Looks like all your robots are fixed, huh?
Oh, don't you worry about that. Tea time is already a write-off. The visitor before you managed to kill my appetite. If you're in the mood for tea, go ahead and help yourself. My coasters are still missing in action, though. Use this notebook instead.
Whoa! Pretty hefty notebook. Look at all those calculations.
You can ignore those. They're just dumb scribblings. I doodle and write in my free time. Sometimes I remember the distant dreamlike past. Sometimes I imagine the far-flung future. And other times, I grit my teeth and note down all the crazy nonsense going on in the present. Some people do the crosswords in the newspaper. This is my equivalent of that. Trying to predict the future is like daydreaming. And writing about the present just makes me furious. The past is my favorite. If nothing else, it's already set in stone, so I don't have to rack my brains trying to figure it all out. Huh. Although, having said that, the only vaguely interesting memory in my past is probably that guy they call Lord Artificer. Who else? Pretty much all the mecha and Fontaine are his personal handiwork.
guillotine.
Wait, are you saying you know him? Like, personally? As a friend?
I mean, I guess we were friendly enough.
I guess is he the one that created her? She is a mech too, isn't he? Isn't she?
Yep. In fact, I'm probably the only normal person left who knew him at all. We used to chat occasionally back when he was still around. Before he passed away, he asked me to destroy all his manuscripts. I honored his request, but I did read through everything first before destroying them. I mean, I couldn't let the genius of Lord Artificer Alain Guillotin disappear like that. Would have been such a waste.
So, that's where the formulas in your notebook are from?
I just told you. Those are my equivalent of crossword puzzles. They're just dumb formulas that I solve for fun when I'm
So
bored.
Luna 5 is the Sandrone
Alan's
story
work
quest,
was
huh?
like epic poetry. The formulas in my notebook are just silly little riddles in comparison. Not that there's anything bad about them. I mean, at least solving those riddles isn't going to hurt anyone. Except me, because I lose a few brain cells in the process. Anyway, while we're on the topic, I might as well tell you about what happened to him and his friends. Alain Guillotin had two close buddies, Renee and Jacob. They spent their childhood years together in the Nazissenkreuz Institute.
Oh, wait, so Alain Guillotin was a woman. Okay, my bad. My bad. I was thinking it's a he. Okay, I did not do this part of the Fontaine quest.
They were all quite competitive, so there was some rivalry between them. But it was a friendly rivalry.
And this one, I guess, looks like Sandrone.
But beneath the friendship and the rivalry ran something deeper. A sense of nostalgia for the past. Unfortunately, childhood would end. The prophecy would come true. The apocalypse would arrive. And the future would never be. A mad dream that would normally only capture the minds of lunatics begin to take root in their hearts. A dream of saving the world. And if Renee and Alain had been people of lesser wits, that dream would probably have ended up as something for them to joke about in their older years. But alas, they were some of the sharpest minds around. They nurtured that dream with the full power of their intellect, and it grew into something that ate away at their souls. The first of them to fall under its spell was Renee. Against Alain's wishes, he persisted in experimenting on a mutual friend of theirs to try and save their life. Alain did not approve and parted ways with Renee. It's complicated. Alain wanted to believe that Renee only did what he did for the sake of their friendship. But when he told me about what happened, I could tell he still had some
Experimenting
suspicions about Renee's
on a friend to save their life. Was that Colombina Marionette? Was that like on that picture? There was that girl that looked like Marionette when she was younger. Well, yeah, younger. And I guess she had a terminal illness, and he tried to turn her into a mecha to save her life. But what was born out of it was a completely new personality that will be Marionette.
Perhaps the seed that would grow into a nightmare had already sprouted in Renee's mind. Even then, the next time they met, Renee's soul had been completely engulfed by the dream of salvation. His futile attempt to change the tide of fate only resulted in a wave that swallowed up the world, even before the apocalypse came. And although that wave died down eventually, I hear that it just recently came back with a vengeance. As I understand, Renee wanted to live out his dream of salvation once more. But I'm told that the attempted resurgence finally died out for good. At long last, Renee awoke from his deluded dream. Though of course by then it was far too late. What do you think of Renee? Do you admire his transcendent genius? His view that any price was worth paying to achieve the lofty goal of saving the world? Or do you despise him? Dismiss him as an evil madman who same difference, really. Just a matter of perspective. Really? I can't tell whether that's because he failed his deeds or because he failed. Or maybe you have some other reason. Renee no longer exists in this world, and the dream he started went on to be realized by someone else. I don't like fanatics who give up their whole lives for their ideology. Maybe I could understand if Renee had just been an ordinary person, but he had a sage-like intellect, and still managed to get himself lost in the labyrinth of his own desires. Anyway, that's enough about Renee. Now, moving on to Alain Guillotin, the Lord Artificer. He managed to put a stop to the storm whipped up by Renee. But after that, Alain lost his friends and family.
Okay, so the four children, one of them was Alain and the other was Renee.
To his credit, I suppose, the loss of his family and friends was purely a tragic accident. It's not like Alain sacrificed them for his cause or
And one of them was the model after which Marionette was built.
After that, the only thing supporting his work was the same dream that had dragged his closest friend down to the abyss. But although the desire to save Fontaine drove him to found the Fontaine Research Institute, Alain continued to reject any form of transcendental knowledge or power. I think that formulas and machines derived solely from human intellect were the only thing that gave him a sense of spiritual comfort. Yet Alain's intellect was simply too great. Once he realized that the end of his life was approaching, he finally accepted the truth. The Nazissenkreuz Institute needed someone, and a human being, to see its story through to the end. He quit working on his formulas, trading them in for the fairy tales that had played such a formative role in his childhood. He told me that the director of the Nazissenkreuz Institute used to read those fairy tales to the children as bedtime stories. I think that all he wanted at that time in his life was to be able to sleep deeply without being plagued by depression. By that point, nothing else really mattered.
So the kid with the wrench was Alain Guillotine, and the one with the purple hair was Renée. And then there was that girl that was Sandrone. And she looks like she looks like the sister of Alain. So it's like Renée had a crush on his friend's sister. And he tried to bring her back to life, but Alain was against that, wanting her to rest. And then Marionette was created, but I guess it was just a pale imitation, like it's not the true sister of Alain.
At the very end, he laid down to rest in the ruins of the former Nazissenkreuz Institute orphanage, while the Fontaine Research Institute he had founded continued tirelessly with its work. Many years after that, tensions over competing dreams would once again cause a rift, this time between members of the Fontaine Research Institute. But the actions of those fools had nothing at all to do with Alain. And that is the story of two people from the Nazissenkreuz Institute who both wanted to save the world. One went all in on his fantasy of salvation without ever looking back. The other sought desperately to burn bright in his life, even though he wasn't sure where he was going. I do sometimes wonder, why is it that people like them have such grand hopes of saving the world? Even the grandest tree starts as a tiny seed. So perhaps, for each of them, their mission to save the world began with a very simple desire: to save themselves.
I mean, that's true. And also, how did the tea party turn into a lore fest?
They were young children with friends and family who mattered to them, desires to explore the meaning of life, ambitions to have a successful career. Or maybe they just wanted to find something to anchor themselves within the chaos. But instead, the search for their own salvation took them down the rocky road laid out by fate. Do you think the desire to save oneself is enough of a justification to try and save the world?
I mean, yes.
The way you said that sounded just like Alain. I asked him the same question back when he was in his prime,
yeah, I
putting
want to
all of his
leave.
energy into his work.
If that ends up just saving the world too, then nice, but I want to, yeah.
He gave the exact same answer as you did. No elaboration. Just a quick short answer before getting right back to his work. All right, tea time's over.
So yeah, she was probably Alain's assistant. After. Or maybe she was made by Alain in the image of his own sister.
I owe
As an
Arlecchino
assistant.
a favor for telling me these stories. I'll have to bring a whole sack of gifts the next time I visit the House of the Hearth. I'm gonna go tinker with Polonia now. You guys can do whatever you want. Polonia, exit hibernation mode. Begin diagnostics.
How are we looking? Okay. We need some more for more pools. We are so close to Nefer. Maybe the battle pass is gonna bring what we need. And also, where... Okay, we finally finished Luna 4. Now we're at Luna 5. And let's do the... Okay. As soon as we take... Oh!
Thank you for waiting. I finished checking your adventurer handbook. Here are your commission rewards. We have no other urgent commissions on the books at present.
Amazing! Paimon never thought we'd end up having downtime and not cry. Things were pretty hectic when we first got here. It felt like this whole region was one giant slime in a barrel, ready to go boom at any moment. That's right.
Ah, yes. Are you two aware that the Moon Prayer Night is soon to take place?
Oh, yeah. Mama told us that was coming up soon.
I think in Luna 6 we faced Dottore, so we still have a bit.
Though? Do people in Nasha Town celebrate it too?
You're partially right. Most people in Nasha Town just see the festival as an opportunity to do business. The festival was first celebrated by the Frost Moon Scions. On this day, they would wear moon prayer blossoms and celebrate the birth of the
this
moon
is like
goddess through
Christmas, but
song and
for
dance.
not cry.
They would also prepare food and handicrafts and give them as gifts to others. Over time, it became Nod Cry's most lively festival.
Oh, sounds like fun. Great. Well, in the meantime, since Catherine doesn't have any commissions for us, let's focus on some personal business. When we first got here, you mentioned that this was where your spaceship landed? We didn't get to follow up on it at the time, because we got wrapped up in that whole rare situation, but, well, there's a saying Paimon's heard around these parts, which by that logic, you'll never find what you're looking for while you're searching. But the moat could be worth a try though, right? Anyway, Paimon suggests we focus on other stuff we want to do for now.
So nothing is changed.
What's wrong? You look super serious all of a sudden, huh? Paimon gets why you'd be concerned about Columbina, but... Oh, that's true. It is weird that he hasn't shown himself this whole time. True. Paimon would much rather deal with Marionette anyway. Maybe it's the pressure of being a Fatuse? Especially as a Harbinger. Does she feel like she's gotta act tough to keep up appearances or something? But then, every time we headed out with Rarier, she always wound up having to repair Polonia and her other robot. That's gotta sting. Losing face always hurts more for people who care a lot about their image. She's probably still furious about it.
Do you realize that her doll is right here, right behind us? Catherine is her doll. She can hear through that doll, you know?
What? Relax! She's not even here! Huh?
What's the matter?
Oh, nothing. Sorry, we'll be on our way now. Where are we again? Oh yeah, Columbina? Right, yeah. Let's go see Columbina. You won't snitch on us, will you?
I'm not entirely sure what you're talking about. But rest assured, I protect client and adventurer confidentiality.
I want to hear it again.
You won't snitch on us, will you?
Nice.
Phew, that's a relief.
Hello, Carly. Welcome to the stream. Just catching up with the story for the next patch. I need to be prepared for SNEZHNAYA. And I'm quite behind on it. Another pool. Just starting the Luna 5 story quest now, and hopefully I'm gonna get some... No. Some Nefer on the side, but it looks like it's not meant to be. Come on. Curses. How many pulls I did already? Like 50, 60, something along these lines. I'm close to the soft pity. Probably another 10 pulls and he's gonna be fine, but nocturne of the far north.
Hey, she's sitting up! Is me sitting here a rare sight?
No, we just thought you'd be resting.
Perhaps I would have been, were it not for the sudden arrival of some unexpected guests. Not that I consider it a disturbance. After all, you are the only ones who are free to enter. Would it not be a little unfriendly of me to lie down while we speak?
I didn't realize you put so much thought into little things like that.
Only sometimes. There have been moments lately where I think about you and your companions. They are warm, mysterious, and cozy memories. They say that travelers return home bearing bags full of souvenirs. But my luggage was empty, and I believed it would stay that way.
Return home? So, you're still planning on returning to the moon?
Yes.
How
This planet continues to reject
How
me,
do you plan to do that?
reminding me that I do not belong here. If I remain into that, there will come a day that I disintegrate. And I don't mean reduced to dust, or turned into food for the flowers.
Alright then. Well, we're sure gonna miss you. But it sounds like we'll have to say goodbye.
How do you intend to return?
The moon prayer night is soon to arrive. On that day, the moon will be closest to Devat. The Kuvaki in this land will reach its peak at that time. I merely need to grasp the tide, and with relatively little effort.
Oh, Paimon gets it!
You make it sound like she's gonna get blasted up to the moon.
If I did that, I suspect I would crash into the false sky. I will be using a much gentler approach. But I do like the analogy. It's fun.
You see? She gets
No.
Paimon's sense of
No,
humor.
she is contaminating Columbina. We need to eat Paimon
In the
fast
blink of an eye.
before she turns into the final
time has
boss
come to
too.
part ways.
It does feel that way, doesn't it? I have always thought of myself as a wanderer on this earth. And it has never expressed any desire to keep me. Yet, just as I plan to depart, it tugs at my arm.
Oh. Were you hoping I can answer that?
Yes, you are a traveler, so you must have a lot of experience in this area.
Then, what I would say is, enjoy the moment.
That's right! Don't overthink it!
I see. Then what I would say is, even though I am very tired right now, I am still happy.
I can't tell from the tone of your voice.
Oh, really? You don't think I sound happy?
I'm just kidding. I could tell you were in a good mood today from the moment we saw you.
Ah, a joke. Albeit not a funny one.
Oh.
Anyway, I assume you're here about you-know-what. Give me your hand.
Actually, it's not that. There's something else we wanted to discuss with you.
Oh. Then, do you still want to give me
Do
your
it.
hand?
Give her hand.
Sure. Thank you. So, I've heard that in the moon prayer nights of the past, people here would hold celebrations in the moon goddess's honor. Since you helped so much in our fight against the Reihir of Solnari, I think you deserve a farewell party before you return
Something is
home.
gonna happen at the party.
I haven't asked everyone else for their opinions on this yet, but I'd like to invite you to
Wasn't
join
it
the
obvious?
upcoming moon prayer night.
She is the moon goddess.
I've never joined a moon prayer night
What?
before.
Oh, don't worry about that!
Damn, the Frost Moon Science really
All
failed
you
her.
need to do is show... Of course, there's no need to force it if you're not feeling strong enough.
But they call me Kutar, and the Fatui have an arrest warrant out for me. I shouldn't appear in public right now.
I'll make it work. You have my word.
Yeah, we got your back! Well, she does. Paimon's actually not too sure what she's planning.
All right, if you're sure. I will not refuse your invitation. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to pack a few more sights from this world into my suitcase before finally learning what my homeland looks like. Oh, if you see Lauma,
Please tell her that my answer to the question she asked me is neither yes nor no. Rather,
What question?
it is. There is no need.
That was kind of cryptic, but sure.
And also, I do not know.
Full moment. I don't know the question. Maybe do you?
Festival. Let's go see who else wants to take part.
Maybe she's asking if she forgave the Frost Moon Science or something. I probably should switch to the Columbina team, but I don't have it completed. I'm missing Nefer.
Hey, Llama, it's us. Huh? Varka? What are you doing here?
Beats me. I had a bit too much to drink last night, and when I woke up, I was on Hisi Island.
He looks so proud of
Mr. Varka
himself.
is helping to oversee Nasha Town's preparations for Moon Prayer Night.
Right, yeah.
What do you mean, that too?
Yes. Celebrating this festival is a long-held tradition.
We
here
already
in
know
Nodra.
that.
On this day, the crescent moon at the top branches of the verdant crest turns into a full moon, and the moon prayer blossoms bloom with a special radiance.
It's an especially welcome event coming off the back of all that nasty business with Rare. The big shots in town all agree that a big, lively celebration is just what we need to rebuild people's faith in this place.
No wonder Catherine said that people weren't so bothered about the religious element.
I mean, this is
That's
just
right.
like Christmas.
It's become more of a local custom by this point. Even the Frost Moon Scions are eagerly awaiting the coming of Moon Prayer Night.
That's fair. It's a bit like the lantern ride in Liyue. It's a chance for people to enjoy themselves, not debate the existence of the Adepti.
I mean, the moon goddess exists too.
Oh, one other thing. We just went to see Columbina. We went ahead and invited her to take part in the festival this time.
Wait, so... you mean she agreed to it?
Then I suppose that she intends to return to the moon on that day.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of a complicated process, but basically, it's like a slingshot.
I understand. Well, if Kuthar has decided...
Yeah, exactly. She was saying how it could be risky for her to show her face in public.
Unfortunately, the people who carved the statues did an excellent job of capturing her likeness. It will be very challenging to hide a
I mean, yeah,
goddess whose
she's
face
literally the
everyone
most...
is so familiar with.
These statues are the most precise of them all.
Darn! We may have bitten off more than we can chew here.
Nah, don't sweat the small stuff. We can handle that.
Huh? Are you saying you have a plan?
Not as such, no, but the most important thing with a festival is to keep the mood light and your spirits up. You can't go preparing for a festival with those long faces.
The Mondstatter spirit is strong with this one.
As it happens, I agree with Mr. Varka.
The moon chanter spirit is strong with Lauma
Let's
too.
start by making our appreciation for Kuthar the beating heart of the festive atmosphere. And who knows, once we...
Hey! Did you catch that? Llama said the thing!
I'm looking forward to the Moon Prayer Night already. We have a festival in Mondstadt called Windbloom, and you can always tell which couples are celebrating it for their first time by the smiles on their faces. And I have a feeling we'll get to...
Not quite the same, surely.
Anyway,
It
I'll
will be
take
quite
care
the
of
sight
business
to
in
see
the city,
Columbina
but
smile.
I'll have to leave the decor up to you and the Frost Moon Scions. But lastly, there's the final key element that brings the festival to life.
Before you leave, let me show you something that we've been prepared. Also, I have...
Oh, she's not voiced. Oh, okay, so this is not part of the story quest. I triggered another quest by mistake. Can we just do the story quest? This is what... This is annoying. So annoying in Genshin, I did not fix it. Getting and triggering a quest just by proximity is so freaking annoying.
Huh? What's this? They sure look like they're having
And that
fun.
and the fact that there is no voice acting for it.
I believe so. Kuhenki seem very skilled at playing drums like these.
Maybe it's an innate talent?
Wanatar! You wanna play too?
Yes, not. This one is more refined.
Yeah. She looks more confused than anything.
Maybe we can teach her next time if we get the chance.
We are showing Lunotar how it's done.
What are these floaty things?
Moon veils.
They are trying to move me from the mission. Are they talking about the balloons?
They are preparing items for Moon Prayer Night. For instance, the sculpture being made over here. Mr. Varka and I were just finalizing the details of where it will be placed.
Ah, there she is. I didn't know the finished article would be so large. Not to worry, though. All the necessary arrangements
Do
have
you
been
know how
made.
long it takes
Just
to
let me know
make a
once it's
sculpture
ready,
like that?
and
You have my thanks.
No, really, I'm asking.
And
I don't
over
know.
here, we are preparing a very traditional confection.
Oh, look at all these colors! It looks great! Can Paimon try one?
Of course.
You bet!
If you included those in the Feast of the Moon, I bet Paimon would have joined the Frost Moon Scions by now.
I don't think they will have wanted
There
her.
will also be verdant crests like this. The timing of Moon Prayer Night is not completely set in advance. As such,
Also, kind of like
the weight
Easter.
itself is a fun feature of this particular festival. Let's talk here. To tell the truth, I am very surprised to hear that Kutar is willing to participate in the festival. I once asked her if she'd be willing to stay with the Frost Moon Scions. She did not answer, but she has not appeared here since. I took this to mean her answer was no. But if that were the case, she would not have accepted this invitation.
Okay, so the answer to if you want to be part of the Cosmos Science is there is no need.
Ah, I see. Maybe she is right. Maybe the
I
Frost
did not
Moon
take
Scions
that
of today no longer
Lunoculus.
need a moon goddess. But my wish was not for her to come here and be worshipped as a deity. I simply wanted to offer her a place to stay.
But it will have turned into worship sooner or later.
I'm sure she believes that showing herself here might invite Fatui intervention, and as such, she does not wish to cause us trouble. But what really pains me about all this is that this is her birthplace. She ought to belong here. Yet no one has been able to grant her shelter.
I think I'm qualified to weigh in here. When someone's about to depart on a long trip, what they need is blessings, not burdens.
Parka is the goat.
She's agreed to attend, hasn't she? All we need to do is simply respect her decision.
I see your point.
Our job is to leave her with some happy memories. Besides, who's to say her journey to the moon is a one-way trip?
Paimon agrees wholeheartedly. Festivals are all about having fun.
All right, I'm gonna head back to Nasha Town.
Sure thing. Let's go. Bye.
Thank you all.
Will blessings alone be enough for Colombina? Where is that?
Huh? Hey, over there! It's Duran and Albedo with Flint's. What could they be chatting about?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Ah, Grand Master, and the Traveler and Paimon.
Hello there. It's been a while.
Perfect. We have some new volunteers for our investigation.
Wait, let me guess. The righteous Lightkeepers are finally ready to hunt down the Abyssal Dragon.
Oh, is this the quest where we meet Iluga?
Yeah, right. Oh, wait. Why does everyone keep saying that too?
Well, to be precise, the facts match.
Wait, so I guessed right?
Half right. Don't act so impressed with yourself.
You want to talk, Paimon?
Maybe I can explain. At that time, we just noticed a few abyssal creatures out in the wild, but the strange thing was, I didn't detect any traces of abyssal energy on them at all. On closer inspection, we realized that they were not real monsters.
Huh? What do you mean?
Exactly. It was very peculiar.
I think I've heard of things like that happening in Nodcry before.
Yes, it's a known phenomenon. Mirage-like illusions tend to appear in Nodcry in the run-up to Moonprayer Night. From a distance, they appear quite real. I myself thought that Misters Duran and Albedo were locked in battle with abyssal monsters when I first arrived.
But after sharing intel and investigating a little further, we can confirm that these illusions are harmless.
All the Mirage stories I've heard are either animals, rocks, or small houses. Abyssal monsters, though? That's a first.
It's a first for me, too. So I'm planning to look into it further just to be on the safe side.
What about you two?
Alice contacted me a few days ago.
Alice!
She'd like me and Duran to assist her with an experiment, but we lost contact shortly after receiving the message. We don't know when the wind will blow. Yet when the wind blows, we will know. That, in a nutshell, describes how Alice operates.
Yeah, that tracks.
Okay. Well, I suggest we investigate this Mirage business in the meantime.
Right? Whatever's happening in Nodcry, she always seems to be the first one to know. Let's go see what she knows. We can invite her and her staff to the festival.
Yahoda, what stuff? Or isn't that just Yahoda? In the shifting light of the moon. What's the name of this quest? A Nocturne of the Far North. I'm using it to track just how long I have until I'm up to date, you know? Okay.
You're right, I have noticed. There's certainly something a little fishy about this situation. Only records indicate that this phenomenon can occur in the days before and following Moonprayer Night. That said, it has always been a rare sight in the past. The odds of encountering these phantoms are similar to looking up in the night sky, but this time, either everyone's getting lucky, or they're appearing far more frequently than usual. Yehoda's out gathering intel as we speak. First,
The ones we saw seem to be abyssal monsters.
indeed. But we have identified one location where many more of them have made an appearance. And not just monsters, but human phantoms too. Given the scale and nature of the phantoms, it's almost as if someone's last memories are coming to life.
Oh.
So you mean the phantom monsters are hunting down the phantom humans?
Exactly. The phantoms
Phantom
can
on
interact
phantom
with each other,
violence.
but we have no means of intervening. In addition, some of the human phantoms would seem to be from the very distant past. This is clear both from the clothing they wear and the stories they tell. They claim to be from Hyperborea, a name which I've heard from
What
Ralma
the-
before. If this is...
Did Paimon hear that right? 6,000 years?
It sounds like this merits further exploration.
That'd be a big
So we
help.
get
I'll leave it with you,
Hyperborea lore.
Albedo. My knowledge of ancient history is non-existent.
It's quite a miracle that you were able to understand these phantoms' speech.
I suppose you're right. But I'll leave the archaeologists to ruminate over that conundrum, which, in this case, hopefully means earning myself some good favor with our dear Lady Moonchanter.
So calculating.
Sounds to me like we could split the work up.
I think the abyssal phenomenon is best left to Albedo, Flint's, and me.
Agreed.
For my part, I'd like to understand the abyss better.
This is certainly a rare opportunity to study the abyss.
The Curatorium will take the lead on investigating the Hyperboreans. We put in the work to learn what we know so far.
That just leaves our trusty team of 2 unassigned. Since you became an honorary knight, of course.
Oh yeah, by the way, we managed to convince Columbina to come to the Moon Prayer Night celebrations.
She agreed to that? Huh. Quite an achievement. I'd be happy to join. No point shutting myself inside when the streets are all decked out. And Yehoda loves a party.
No. No, 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 no.
Way to contradict me in front of...
Wait, no, that's not what I have
You
that
can
newest
always
boss.
count on Yehoda.
So many people. All right, everyone inside, quick.
What the? She's at Mach 10 speed.
This is gonna sound crazy, but hear me out. Like a spaceship?
She saw our ship.
That's gotta be the one you came to Tibet in. You said you saw the same thing through the moon marrow, right?
Huh? You already know about it? Ugh, I thought I was gonna blow
Aliens are real and they live among
Lots
us.
to find out. Wait, back up. You came here in a spaceship? Now my mind is blown. What's it like on the inside? Was it like flying through space? I want to know everything.
Yep, exactly. Huge discovery. You're the best.
Wow. Really? Well, I don't know if I'm all that, but...
I guess that decides where we're heading next. Come on, don't look at me like that. I know the spaceship doesn't have anything to do with me, but you don't want to leave me as the only one twiddling my thumbs, do you?
Back off. These are our secrets.
In that case, let's meet back here to discuss our findings once we're done.
I wish everyone a productive investigation.
You too.
Why are we taking this guy with us? What if we discover something nobody else should know?
What's up, boss? Aren't we gonna head out?
Tell me, Yehoda, when did the Curatorium start giving out intel for free?
Jeez.
Sorry, boss.
That's true. Nefer will not have told anyone about the spaceship. She will have kept it to herself. Damn. Check out that thing.
phantom really is your spaceship, but that's so weird. Why would it show up here? Is it some kind of projection? Or a ghost? Like, maybe it no longer exists. But somehow it left an
It feels like we're back in Wuthering Waves with the phantoms and
here.
frequencies and reverberations and
Miss
whatnot.
Lauma, what a surprise.
I was, until one of our people informed me that a strange sight had appeared at Star Sand Shoal. No one's ever seen something quite like this before.
Same here. Oh, so we heard that these things appear around the festival period.
Unfortunately not. We have very limited information about them, since they can't be interacted with. The most we've been able to deduce is that these sightings appear to be connected to the increase in Kuvaki energy.
Yeah, seems like that's all we can do. This is all so confusing.
Allow me to lend you a hand. Everyone, our friend here should be able to provide us with
Oh, I
some
mean,
information.
I guess they're same species.
Is that a phantom rhymehorn deer?
I've heard about how the Frost Moon Scions live in harmony with the animals and can even communicate with them.
Okay. Yes, I understand.
I mean, you know, I get the entire trope of communicating with the animals, but how intelligent can they be for complex communication,
It appears
right?
to share our curiosity about this giant spaceship. In return, I told it about some nearby spots where the wild fruit grows abundantly. We may live in a different era from these phantoms, but I trust that the terrain, climate, and ecology here are more resistant to the effects of time than some things are. Let's give them a moment.
Couldn't we have just investigated this ourselves?
All back together. Must have been a lot of fruit.
Indeed. It did find a lot of wild fruit. Enough for them to feast for a long while. This puffin circled in the air several times, but didn't spot anything out of the ordinary.
Huh. Well...
Indeed. Other than that, I was also thinking that the world these phantoms see
Couldn't we grab
is also
a
different
human
from ours.
phantom and ask it directly?
Oh, I get what you mean. The wild fruit exist in both times and spaces, but there might also be things that only exist in that space-time.
Good point. Great thinking, Llama.
Blunthorn rhinos can use Kuvaki to shift great rocks. But this one says it couldn't get that ship to budge by even an inch. The sniffer mole tried too, but they say that the spaceship looks robust and undamaged. It seems completely impervious to any and all attacks.
So, just like us humans, there was nothing they could do about this spaceship either.
Yes. Still, they deserve our thanks. We are grateful for all your efforts, dear friends.
So I don't really
I've noticed
understand.
some other human phantoms gathered nearby. Come on, let's...
I don't really understand the timeline of things. So we crashed with our ship. Okay. How did we get in conflict with Asmodai? We don't remember waking up, right? The first time we remember waking up was on the the shores. But it's clear that we woke up at some point and we got in conflict with Asmodai, the Shade of Space. And she banished our twin, and I don't know what exactly she did with us that made us wake up again on a beach in Mondstadt.
What is this thing? I've never seen it move, and there's no way to get inside.
Goodness knows. My grandpa says it's been sitting here at least since his grandpa was still alive.
What about his grandpa? Did he say anything to your grandpa's grandpa?
So the ship stayed here for hundreds of years.
I don't know. In all likelihood, it was here back then too.
Guess that means that as far as they're concerned, this ship's been around a long time.
I kind of want to keep
Come
the
on,
ship
brothers.
here, the
If we
ghost.
can get even a small chunk off of this thing, it's gotta be worth a fortune.
Huh? You mean Paimon?
Yes, brother, I shall join you. Let's make our fortune.
We should go with them.
What the? This thing is crazy tough. I can't even scratch it. What's it made of?
Sorry, brother. Looks like we'll have to seek our fortunes elsewhere.
Enjoying yourself?
I was just seeing if I could influence this phantom's perception by playing. But nope, no dice. I'm sure we're all starting to build up an idea of what's going on here now that these phantoms are reenacting real historical
Okay,
events
we are
in
back in
Nordkrai.
Wuthering Waves.
It's almost like we're in
There
some
is so
kind
many
of
times
interactive
Kuro did
stage
something
play.
like this in their
We
games.
can talk to the actors, but the plot is fixed.
It makes sense. History is set in stone. The objective facts of the past cannot be changed.
Paimon totally thought you were just goofing around earlier. But actually, you were doing some serious investigating.
Of course I was. Anyway, at this point, I think we're forced to conclude that although the Phantom spaceship is right there in front of us, we aren't going to learn much about it from these people.
Why he wasn't in the spaceship? I'm so lost on what exactly happened. So her brother was searching for her, but wasn't he the one that was banished by Asmodai?
Don't be discouraged. If nothing else, this is proof of the ship's existence.
I mean,
And
that's
think about
very
it.
little.
So many people tried to hack their way inside, but no one could get the door open. It's made up to me. That says that we'll either find the ship itself or the story behind it. It's just a matter of time.
Huh. Every now and then...
I wonder how the others are doing.
Sounds good. Oh,
Wait! We have a team named?
Am I in Team Knights of Favonius as well?
you're very welcome to join.
Isn't that technically blasphemy? You wouldn't dare make a joke like that if Barbados was in earshot.
I mean, he would. He definitely would. He will bribe him with wine. I think he will not make that joke if Barbara is around.
Nah, I'm sure Barbados doesn't mind a little harmless blasphemy once in a while.
This is why you are so weak, Fenty. This is why. This is exactly why. Nobody respects you.
Oh, no! Get away! Oh.
So they are
I know it's hard to stomach,
Hyperboreans.
Mr. Duran. But as I'm sure you've noticed,
But we have to at least try.
and try you have. But are you aware of how many unsuccessful attempts you've made now?
I wasn't keeping count.
I'm afraid this is the 39th failure so far. There are no indications that these phantoms may be altered in any way.
You seem to have calmed down a little. I'll make us a fire. You should rest
Oh,
and
I
have
wonder
some
how
water.
he looked when he was not so calm.
Feeling any better now, Mr.
May I ask a few questions?
Be my guest.
What exactly are we witnessing?
My guess would be that we are seeing Nordkrai during the Conrian Cataclysm. Would that be accurate?
Isn't this... Didn't they mention Hyperboreans?
Conria.
That is correct. As you know, once the Abyss senses even the tiniest crack, it floods in and spreads like wildfire. There was a time in the distant past when it permeated all of Nordkrai, causing immeasurable harm. Then 500 years ago, the whole of Tevat suffered an abyssal disaster. Once more, Nordkrai was dealt a...
Okay, so the Abyss invaded Nordkrai multiple times. One time they got repelled, and then the second time was in the Khaenri'ah period.
I see.
In the face of the abyssal onslaught, all were like
How many
grains of
times did
sand
the
tossed
Abyss
around
invade?
by a tidal wave? Be they human, fae, or god. The moment you witnessed is but one drop in a whole ocean of catastrophe.
All right. I guess that answers my second question, too. I wanted to know why there's nothing I could do to help them.
That would be my guess as well.
As I understand it, history and fate are not all that dissimilar.
Yes.
I still have a couple of other questions for you. You mentioned more than one abyssal disaster that has struck this land in the past. And also, how are you able to stay so
that's
calm
true.
when you're talking about these events?
This question is not that.
From everything I know about you, you're not cold or ruthless,
But
and you're
you
not
can't do
indifferent
anything,
to the
so it's
suffering
like,
of others.
what's the point, you know?
Alas, I am forced to show my age.
Okay, so
I
he
must
was
be 600 or
around.
700 years old by human
This
measure.
is why he knows it's from Khaenri'ah period, because he was here when this happened. He was a witness.
Wait, so
One is not easily moved by history when one has witnessed the truth firsthand.
I'm sorry.
You needn't apologize. Now, at the risk of offending you, your curiosity toward the abyss, is it born from hatred or because you sense its call? I only ask because I kept a fragment of Rerir's body in my lantern for a short time. Specifically, his heart. And I hear its power growling from somewhere within you.
My honest answer is, I don't know. I don't think I have the confidence to say for certain. Even before I became who I am today, the question dogged me constantly. My doubts remain unresolved. Sometimes it is the darkness within us that allows us to achieve the impossible.
Yeah, that's what they say. When you turn to the dark side, you become 10 times stronger.
I certainly got the sense from your 39 attempts that you were trying to achieve the impossible. It sounds like you've resolved to see the truth for yourself.
And speaking of, how exactly did this guy get his vision? When he carries the power of the abyss, you'll think the heavenly principles would be mad about this. Isn't like the abyss the reason they nuked all these regions?
Absolutely.
Then I wish you every success. Well, if everyone's caught their breath, I suppose we should head back. Oh, and one last thing.
Why does he want the discussion about history to be kept
Incredibly, our separate
secret?
investigations led us all to the same conclusion.
Yeah, but we barely learned anything, though. I totally thought this would be the mother lode. Talking with the ancients? I mean, come on! But nope. All we got was useless snippets of conversation. And all this stuff about moons and hyperopia. What a load of baloney. Seems like people back then had a few screws loose.
Hyperborea.
I understand your frustration. We found the same issue. There isn't much value to be found in these miscellaneous fragments of a civilization's history.
If there's a silver lining, it's that these phantoms are harmless to the present reality.
Paimon agrees.
You look disappointed, Nefer.
What do you think? We all worked our tails off, but the only one to gain anything from it was you, Lady Moonjanter.
Well, please do share the Hyperborean records with me. I will gladly inscribe them in our people's documents.
Oh, duh! Yeah! That was it! Hyperborea! Hyperborea.
I'm serious. Only an expert in the Frostmoon Scions and their history can turn these records into valuable research material. The alternative is to let them gather dust on the Curatorium's storage shelves until the pages turn yellow. Nefer, you're wise enough to know that cooperating and sharing
He's
the
mad.
profits
She
is the
only
best
lost
course of
since we
action.
arrived here.
Well, that goes without saying.
Huh? But didn't you say we aren't supposed to give out intel for free?
Unless it is Lauma.
Sorry.
Now is not a good time to push Nefer's buttons.
Anyway, back to Moon Prayer Night.
You mean a parting gift?
Can't go wrong with food.
Perhaps a lantern would be a better choice.
It could prove difficult to light a lantern on the moon. Magical stones might serve that purpose better.
The moon should be fully illuminated by the sun, right? As long as she's on the bright side.
What about a clockwork mecha model from Fontaine?
None of these sound like things she would be even remotely interested in.
Yeah. It would really save us the guesswork if someone could find out what she's into.
We are the Columbina Whisperer.
Traveler? They're all looking at you.
Great! Haha, problem solved. Now, I need to stop by Dory's.
Then let's leave it there for now. We all have our own business to attend to. Traveler.
Is something the matter? I'm fine. It's just... I'm still feeling a little rattled after witnessing the horrors of the abyss.
Okay.
But it's okay. This is something I have to work through. I'll be all right. Thanks for your concern.
Well, don't put too much pressure on yourself. If you ever feel like something's wrong, physically or mentally, we're here to talk.
Come on. Stop treating me like a kid.
Technically, he is a kid. Let's go. So, Columbina, what do you like? Besides us.
Columbina, we're back! Huh? She's not here. Weren't there a few Kuhenki here last time, too? Where did they all go? Walkies? For Kuhenki? You're not pets, you know. Oh, well. Looks like we just came at a bad time. There's still a few days until Moon Prayer Night, so we're in no rush. Besides, she needs time to rest anyway.
She's probably with Sandrone and...
Oh, how strange, right? It's not like her to spend so much time outside, especially since she's worried about attracting
Look at the flowers.
unwanted
They're starting
attention.
to wilt without
What
her.
about Luanatar? Luanatar, you there? Hey, do you know where Columbina went? Sorry, didn't understand. But if you know where she is, could you take us to her? Yeah, that's even stranger. What about him? Oh, that's not good news. They change color when Columbina gets weaker, right? And they look super pale right now. Good idea. She might know what's happening.
Ah, it's you. How is Kutar? No, she hasn't. I came here to check on her after I noticed the flowers had changed color. Based on past precedent, she must be very weak right now. Even getting up to walk would be a struggle.
Not to mention that she doesn't do that at the best of times either. So yeah, this is super weird.
No. Very few people are in the know about Kutar's whereabouts. Come on, let's go to Nasha Town.
Makes sense.
Okay, so how exactly did she lose her power again? It's been only a few days. She lasted for hundreds of years. Well, maybe not exactly hundreds, but years before. Now you're telling me she's getting drained so fast? She has the 3 moons for damn
Wait a
sake.
moment. Is it just Paimon, or is this stall kind of suspicious?
No, I don't...
Alas, your free and easy adventure time is over. Now, prepare to face the final boss of Nod Cry.
Is that Alice?
Where'd that voice come from?
Not sure, but it...
No, not that way.
The... Sniffer Mole?
That's the final boss? Surely not. Also...
Okay, the jig is up. I'll stop teasing you. Turn around.
Alice!
Right
So this is
behind
where we
you.
meet her in Not Cry. I know
Seems
that...
I've managed to leave quite an indelible impression, even though you've never seen my face. Oh, nothing could make a great mage more pleased with
She
herself.
is so damn hot. Imagine that she has a daughter. Like, what? Who is her husband to manage to get her? Like, bro, freaking winners in life.
I've heard that all the big shots in Teyvat have long, wordy titles that stun people speechless when they make their entrance. Unfortunately, none of them are affiliated with the Hexen Circle, and we ourselves keep a very low profile. The notorious name-dropping doesn't quite work for us. Still, I, for one, think I'm really quite amazing, so that didn't stop me from coming up with a title anyway.
Alice? It's really you this time? Not a lantern or a dodo but Alice in the flesh?
Oh, that's right. So, what
You
do
are
you think?
damn, she's hot.
How does it feel to finally meet me?
You look like...
Oh, that's the first thing you thought. A little surprising, but that actually makes me very happy, because that means that when Klee grows up, she'll be just as stunningly beautiful as her mother.
So she's a friend?
Imagine Klee
of yours?
growing up. But it's probably gonna take hundreds of years for that.
This is actually the first time we've seen her in person.
I see. Madam Mage, that was, quite a powerful entrance.
It's okay, Lauma, don't force it. Paimon will do the honors. That's right. She's a good person, just kinda unpredictable.
Well, what is the human heart if not unpredictable?
I am Lauma, Moon Chanter of the Frost Moon Scions.
Oh, I know. Before you got here, I spent a good, 15 minutes getting up to speed on Nodcry's present
Damn, she's
situation.
fast. She's a
In
story
other
skipper.
words, I've read the whole in the last episode part, so we can skip the pleasantries.
Fair enough. Well, Miss Alice, I can already tell that you have quite a unique personality.
He'll get used to it. Paimon sure is.
Oh, I thought I told you already. This time, I'm the final boss.
No, you're not.
And what a
Dottore is.
formidable foe I shall be. Powerful, confident, decisive, and good luck finding my weak spot. You will never succeed.
I'm going to send a formal request for Jean to put you in solitary.
Oh, drat. My one weakness, and you found it in an instant. Fate has been dealt a devastating blow. Thus falls the great Dodo King.
Shouldn't she be Dodo Queen and her husband the Dodo King?
For funsies, of course. What's wrong, Paimon? Are you disappointed in me?
No, it's just... you seem like a busy lady. And this is the one time you've shown up in person. Paimon figured it would be for something more high stakes than just goofing around.
You're quite right. I'm here in Not Cry because something big happened. It concerns the 3 moons, Teyvat's borders, and of course, the moon goddess you are currently searching for. Kind of. Why don't we discuss this over a pot of tea? My main reason for coming on this trip
Why
to
is
Teyvat
everyone
was,
loving
of course,
tea in this
to have
world?
some fun. But I do technically have a job to do as well. I'll skip over the complicated parts. But to sum it up, abyssal energies are all that lie beyond Teyvat's border. We'd find ourselves in a real pickle if they ever made it through. And the phantoms you've
She's
been
like the witch
seeing
of the border.
are a sign that the border has been disturbed.
Ah, no wonder they tend to show up around Moon Prayer Night.
Is it because the real moon is now so close to us that its power can cross the border?
In part, but only a negligible amount passes through. Just enough to influence the verdant crests and so on. And as you've noticed, there has been an unprecedented number of phantoms appearing this year. The influence of the moon beyond the border cannot explain this.
Is this is it
There's
Columbia?
another far greater factor at play, the trilunar syzygy.
Wait,
a
what?
trilunar syzygy.
Eons ago, before the heavenly principles came to Teyvat, it was the then 3 moon goddesses who controlled the laws of this world. Oh, that's exactly it! The 3 goddesses split these powers amongst themselves, promising never to consolidate them into one singular body. But, fast-forwarding to the present, The eternal moon's marrow is with you, while the iridescent moon's marrow, which should never have appeared in this world, has been retrieved. Add that to the presence of a moon goddess in the flesh, and the power of all three moons is gathered here in Notcry. There hasn't been an event like this since the War of Funerary
I
Flame.
mean, isn't this how
And
it was
it's
initially?
having a noticeable effect on Tevat's borders.
Yeah, that was their initial state, right? There were three sisters, each possessing a moon marrow. It's not like they lived in completely separate dimensions from each other. It's not like all the marrows are concentrated in Columbina. She's just taking bits and pieces of power from there. And not to mention, they are now weaker than ever. So, like, really?
Because I wish to give my darling daughter a peaceful, sunny environment to grow up in. Is that a good enough reason?
How about we ship her off in Tupenaconi?
Question, but it does make sense.
Well, that's one reason anyway, and the most important one. The others are a little complicated to explain. For instance, cleaning up after dearest Miss R. Albedo could tell you more about that if you're curious. But right now, I have a more important question to ask you. Why are you collecting the moon marrows? I see, I see.
Nicole? You mean meet Anne?
And R is a Rhine daughter, right?
You remember? Ah, yes, of course. That was the story about fate, her area of expertise. But back to the story of our dear moon goddess.
What does that mean?
She may be missing, but she hasn't gone anywhere. She has disappeared.
My body is so heavy. Wait, no. It's my mind that's heavy. What's happening to me? Are you out for a walk too?
Wait, is this the deer Lauma was talking? Wait. Oh, she's a phantom now. Oh, so she's there, but we can't see her.
The day has come at last. Have I grown so weak that I can't even sustain my physical form? But Moon Prayer Night is nearly here. I was so close to returning home. Death is near. Is this how it ends for me? Will I return to the moon after I disappear? Or... I don't want it to end like this. So far, at least, I still exist. But as my power wanes, I'm sure that
Okay, but
too
how
will fade.
exactly is she losing her power this fast?
I might take one final look at this world.
Come on, come on! Wait for me!
The Frost Moon Enclave.
These decorations, they're so heavy.
Times like these when you kind of wish men could be priestesses and acolytes too.
How fascinating. In the past, people would get so solemn and serious the moment I showed my face.
Karina, Lametti, it's time to eat.
Coming!
I want to watch them a little longer.
So just fill these balloons with air, right?
Yep. Try a couple now to test things out. The rest can wait till Moon Prayer Night.
Think fast!
Water balloons. Class.
Teasing an acolyte of the Frost Moon Scions? Surely that's a punishable offense.
Take this!
Huh?
All right, enough horsing around.
The task is just to check that the balloons don't leak, right?
Okay, you got me there. And you got me there. But still,
People
we
are
can't use
more
all the
laid back
balloons
now
before
than
the
in the
festival
past.
We won't use all of them. And as long as Lady Lauma's trusted acolyte doesn't snitch, this can stay as a little secret between friends.
Oh, you menace. Then, think fast!
Is pumping a balloon full of water really so much fun?
I'm sure you're both tired from playing all day. Come on, eat up.
A plain, humble meal.
Huh? How come Lamatti got a midsummer berry dessert? I don't mind sharing.
They're sharing food? I've never shared food with anyone before. And when I couldn't finish my food offerings from the Frost Moon Scions, they'd leave the leftovers out under the moonlight for the animals to claim.
Hey! That was 2 bites! Oh, then you can have another bite of mine.
Oh, you too. Oh, don't fret now. Here, have some of Granny's too.
Siblings will not share like that. They will just get into a fight. I'm just gonna mention most of them at least.
I'm seeing so much that I'd never usually get to see. It's nice. What a rare opportunity. I think I'll go take a look around.
Oh my god, she was
Ashtown,
spying
too.
on us this entire time. Hi Jordan, welcome to the stream.
After the War of Funerary Flame, the moon goddesses were no longer recognized by Tevat. They lost the whole foundation for their existence.
Weren't they on the side of the
That's why
heavenly
moon goddess's
principles?
faith is fading.
So why?
She cannot withstand the world's rejection of her. To be more pedantic about it, the moon goddesses did something to offend the heavenly principles, and that's why they were ousted. Something of a recurring theme in Tevat's history. Theoretically, speaking so candidly should put me in their crosshairs too, but they can't tell me what to do. I'll say whatever I want. Anywho, the Moon Marrow energies were but a drop in the bucket for her, and that battle against the Ray Hair of Solnari only weakened her further. Fortunately, it happened close enough to Moon Prayer Night when the Kuvaki concentration here is high. That's the only reason she managed to survive this long.
What do you mean, fortunately?
Oh, what a headache. I thought this was all common knowledge. I guess I have some more explaining to do.
Wait, you are not. You are leaving this part
Earlier
out.
that the moon goddesses lost the foundation for their existence. The reason for that has to do with the natural order. Basically, the rationale for their existence in Tevat was lost. The same logic applies to the present moon goddess too. Consider her existence so far. Her comrades in the Fatui called her Damselette, and she was worshipped as Kutar by the Frost Moon Scions. But these connections have now been severed, whether by her hand or yours.
So the rationale that once sustained her existence is now gone.
Wait, we did that to her?
Oh, well, strictly speaking, yes. But let's not start pointing fingers, shall we? I'll only end up as the big bad villain, and that's not the kind of final boss I want to be. Of course I do. I'm only the greatest mage in the whole entire world. Now, if you wish to find your moon goddess, there are 2 problems we need to solve. Firstly, we'll need to strengthen the connection between her and Tevat, at least enough to sustain her until Moon Prayer Night.
Strengthen her connection.
I'm afraid a bygone faith and a former home won't be of any help to her now. Do you know her name?
Her name?
Oh, yes. Names are very important things. A name is a fundamental concept that anchors one's entire existence. Then your first job is to find it. Neither Columbina nor Kutar is her true name, and she's never really accepted either of them.
So, Finding out her real name is enough to
Okay,
sustain
so
her
this entire quest is dedicated to that.
Yes, I know it sounds like a small step.
Yes, Johan, I am Jordan. I am seeing the
So for
chat.
now, that's all we need to focus on. The second problem is with her plan to use the moon marrows to return to the moon. Unfortunately, piercing through the false sky will take an enormous amount of power. Given her current condition, she won't be able to provide anywhere near enough power, even if she recovers her physical form. But no need to fret. Nicole's the expert in this field, and I'm sure she'll figure something out.
Wait, Mage N is going to help us out? That means we've got 2 Hexacircle mages on the case.
Actually, this is more of a side quest for me. Like you said,
I mean, this is the Archon quest for us.
I'll have to return to Tibet's border soon. That's the upside you get for looking out for my little Klee. Hopefully that will incentivize you to carry on keeping her company in the future. Anyway, jokes aside, you'd better get moving. It will take quite a miracle for the moon goddess's consciousness to hold out till moon prayer night. Oh, I suppose I might as well tell you where Nicole is before I leave. Off you go now. Time to meet your new friend. Oh, yes, and a little suggestion. Don't forget to mind your heads.
What?
I wonder how Durin's doing.
You really are super busy.
Only when she feels like it.
There's so many children I have to keep tabs on just in Mondstadt. Durin, Albedo, Venti, Varga.
Venti?
Klee didn't make the list, huh?
Of course not. Klee is my pride and joy. I have no qualms about her, because she's the best child in the whole wide world.
Oh, yep. Klee's a little angel.
I'm glad you agree.
You know what? We could have
She left
solved
in a hurry.
the entire Dvalin crisis by just sending a letter to her telling her that Klee died in one of Dvalin's attacks. She will have returned in a heartbeat and solved that. That's why I'm not sold on that entire alternate reality where the traveler was not there. Just send a message to freaking Alice telling her that Klee is sleeping with the fishes. You know?
I must say, I'm now very curious about her daughter. Klee, wasn't it?
That's a long story.
A pyromaniac. Back to Columbina. He's trying to spy on us.
What a lively place.
Hey, you old geezer! Who are you calling old geezer?
Are they quarreling?
I'm looking right at him. You've really gone downhill since giving your daughter free rein in the workshop. You might as well use that hammer to massage my back for...
Don't run your mouth, or you'll get a back massage that'll put you in bed for the rest of your life.
I'll bet you send all the materials to your little princess. Blood's always thicker than water, huh?
All right, you've made your point, Uncle Koski. As soon as the materials arrive, fixing your chair will be the #1 priority.
So this
And
is her
Dad,
his
if you've
daughter.
got time to chat, why don't you lend me
She
a hand?
looks nothing like him.
See? Lolka knows what the score is.
I guess they're friends. Then again, it wouldn't be the first time I've seen something like this.
Columbina! Sing outside my door in the middle of the night one more time, and I'll unscrew your vocal cords. You hear me?
I want to hear that scream again.
Columbina! 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 Sing outside my door in the middle of the night one more time, and I'll unscrew your vocal cords. You hear me?
Oh, Zendrone.
But Columbina's singing is so calming. Like, you could fall asleep to her singing. It's just
So
perfect.
that was her way of trying to be friends with me. What a pity. I won't get the chance to say any ugly things in reply.
Hey, have you decided what to give her for Moon Prayer Night?
I sure have. She's gonna get the surprise of her life when she's least expecting it.
Imagine she says no.
Whip out the
surprise of her life.
Cool, I get the picture. You can spare me the gushy details. Ooh, looks like we have a customer. Hello there, ma'am. Would you like some Moon Prayer Night candy?
Huh? Is he talking to me? Can he see me?
Here you go.
Oh.
Huh. I could
Come
see
back
this coming a
anytime.
mile away.
Right. Now, where were we?
What's with her ears? And why no? She did not talk at all.
I don't know why, but I still held out hope.
The most important thing right now is to find that mage.
This name thing seems super important too. But where do we even start looking?
I'd better go pay the Fatui a visit.
I mean, did she hear that we are looking for her true name?
Traveler?
Let's go! This is no time to be spacing out!
Oh, she's smiling a little. She's coming with us. By the way, it's been days since she got turned to the Phantom, right? Because we went first to her resting place and we did not find her. And then we know that she got turned into Phantom, but we returned a few days after. So it's like she's been in this Phantom state for days.
Where are they going? They mentioned a mage and a name?
So, Mr. Varka, are you acquainted with this Nicole?
Ah, not really. From what I've gathered,
Bro, she
Alice
is
kinda
your
took Nicole
dedicated
under her
support,
wing,
apparently.
Taught her how to speak in a more ladylike fashion, that kind of thing.
Huh. Hard to imagine Alice as an etiquette coach.
Yeah, Alice is a larger-than-life personality, I'll give you that. If I remember correctly, being an interesting person is actually one of her main entry requirements. So, if you ever wanted to join the Hexenzirkel, I'm sure you'd both be
That
eligible
explains
to apply.
why Fischl managed to join.
Hey! Don't go around making promises on Alice's behalf.
I wouldn't dare. I'm just trying to paint a picture of the Hexenzirkel for you.
Okay, sure. Anyway, since none of us have ever met Nicole, how are we supposed to find her? We can't just go up to
Oh,
every
you
woman
will
in sight and ask,
recognize
"Hey,
her.
Are you Nicole?"
Maybe something she's wearing will give it away?
Wait a minute. Alice never said Nicole was from Mondstadt.
Oh, true.
That would be this young lady, then?
I don't see any cap, but let's be honest. She looks like the main character.
Hey there. Sorry to disturb you, but are you Miss Nicole?
Varka, Knight of Boreas of the Knights of Favonius.
Ah, have we got the wrong person? Well, this is awkward.
When I shook my head, I meant, no, Alice hasn't mentioned you before.
Oh, Donald.
Where is this voice coming from?
My apologies. For certain reasons, I am unable to speak. This is the only way I can communicate with you. It might take some getting used to, but I hope you can understand.
Hey, it's fine. I'm more shocked by the fact that Alice
I'm not.
never speaks about me.
As for you two,
We have crossed paths twice before.
It's really you!
You're quite welcome. This time, things are different. We have reached the unwritten pages of the story. You might say that we stand at the crossroads of fate. Now then, allow me to formally introduce myself.
Oh.
My name is...
Okay, so this is what Alice taught her. The unappreciated master sculptor, the immortal literary giant, if only they'd right, and the silent angel, yet also the orator, the instant they utter a word. To remain silent is to be the observer. Is her voice changing destiny? Like if she talks, she alters the fate? Okay, but now we know what, how exactly Alice was mentoring her.
No, stop! Alice! I can't believe it! I had a whole speech prepared. I'd agonized over every single word. She always picks the worst moments to ruin other people's plans. I'm so sorry about that. Alice took the liberty of devising some bespoke self-introduction magic for each member of the Hexen Circle. But I could have sworn I deleted all of the triggering conditions for it. How did it bypass everything?
You can't match to Alice in magic, Nicole.
This is a very different side of Nicole than what we're used to. Don't worry about it. We've seen that introduction magic once already, so...
Please go on, Miss Nicole.
Huh? Are they talking to this lady? But... Will you all promise to forget that horrendously embarrassing introduction?
Sorry? Embarrassing? When?
Angel.
Yes. My name is Nicole, and I am one of a very few angels who have retained
So there are
both their
more.
preferred
She's not the
form
only one.
and
There
their
are few,
power.
but there are.
The Traveler and Paimon should be no strangers to this concept. There is another of our kind in Natlan. They call her the Lord of the Night.
But she did not keep her form, did she?
Right! Paimon remembers her!
Yes. Well, I have retained more of my power than she. No. We'll be here all day if I get into
So
the specifics.
Colombina cannot hear
Moving
her.
on. If I'm not mistaken, you are here because you wish to learn how one might reach the moon beyond the sky.
That's right. Is that something you can give us any guidance on?
Yes, I do know a way. It began with the Hyperboreans, who lived after the War of Funerary Flame. Or maybe not. It shouldn't be an issue. I'll fill in the gaps for you when we have more time. Anyway, after that war ended, the three moons retreated to beyond the false sky. The Hyperboreans were humans I once aided. They accepted the civilization and creations bestowed upon them by the angels. But despite accepting many blessings of the angels, many among them still held on to their faith in the moons. They were reluctant to accept the new order.
Wasn't there slavery in Hyperborea?
Even after the War of Funerary Flame, they sought to contact the moon goddesses beyond the sky and receive their guidance.
But all three had passed away by that point.
This mage has a unique method of communicating. Is she talking about the moons? Yes, but they did not know. And so, still they prayed for the moon goddess's mercy. After building titanic structures that consumed vast amounts of Kuvaki, at last they glimpsed the moons and heard their voices. But of course, they were gravely disappointed, for it was then that they realized the three moon goddesses were dead.
How did they hear their voices if they were dead?
It is. Humanity was in a very sorry state at that time. The angels who had once aided them were gone, and the War of Funerary Flames had left them homeless and destitute.
Just a second, I gotta ask. How relevant is all this history to the task at hand?
Varka, with the true questions, like, cool lore, but how do we save Columbina?
Well, I mean, it's... Okay, it seems we've drifted into irrelevant narrative waters. It's been a while since I've had the chance to speak inside someone's head.
As soon as I got started, I lost control and the words just flowed
By
out
the
like
way,
a
Columbina was
waterfall.
running after that raccoon. That was so damn
What
cute.
I'm trying to say is... Right, yes, that's it. The relevant part is the ritual created by the
Nicole
Hyperborean.
blushing.
The fact that they bypassed the false sky and saw the true moons implies that they successfully built a connection between Tevat and the outside world, which means with enough Kuvaki and a sufficiently stable connection, it should be feasible to send one person over the border.
Okay, so they built some kind of portal?
Oh, yes. A portal. Yes.
Is something wrong? You sound disappointed.
I just didn't expect you to summarize it so well. It turns out I could have said
Columbina
all
just
that in
being
one word.
bored and
If only I'd
moving in
managed
the
to think of it.
background, just like me.
No, please, it's fine.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, I suppose I could backtrack and add some more detail. I did gloss over a few things so far.
Whoa, 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 time out. Let's summarize what we've got first. The Hyperboreans were the last ones to use this method, right? So we somehow need to find whatever structure they built and make sure there's enough Kuvaki to power it up. Luckily, we have the moon marrow of both the eternal and iridescent moons, so we're all good for Kuvaki. Which means the key issue we need to focus on is finding the place. Am I right so far?
Yes. Although I expect the structure is long gone by now. That said, what if we could take advantage of the phantoms to travel back to a time when it still existed? Well, travel back isn't quite accurate. It's more like we'd be creating a handshake between 2 points in space. We wouldn't even have to pick a time when it still existed. It could just be a time when it still appeared in phantom form via projection, or we could project our own phantoms, fold them together, and... You look lost.
Yeah, things got a little, technical there.
All right. Let me think about how to put this more simply. Over the next few days, I'll search for phantoms that we can use. By completing certain rituals, specific individuals will be able to enter the phantom and make it to the Hyperborean structure. If everything checks out and it looks feasible, we'll just need to wait for Moon Prayer Night, and we can send the Moon Goddess back home. I'm really skimping on the detail here. Is this making any sense at all?
I think so. For now, we'll just wait to hear from you.
Yes. Basically, yes.
Great. Counting on you. In the meantime, we'll focus on finding the Moon Goddess's name.
My name? Are they looking for a way to stop me from disappearing?
Excuse me, Miss...
Go on, Miss.
This conversation was a little all over the place.
I am Lauma.
Ah, I did wonder. I noticed that you listened very intently when I spoke about Hyperborea and the moon's
Oh, the
history.
signs of the moon are descendants of the Hyperboreans, right? They are all worshipping the
If
moon.
you'd be interested, I'd love to visit you this evening
That will
and
make
go
sense.
through it again in greater detail. Also, if you were serious about making a record, it would be too risky to simply write down the raw details as is. I would suggest some tweaks. Maybe rewrite the stories as fairy tales or fables, perhaps even prayers. Anyway, we can cross that bridge when we come to it. So, see you later then?
See ya!
She seems friendly. It's just...
It's so nice to find someone who's actually willing to listen. I've been dying for a chance to finally go through all this systematically from start to finish. Any longer and I'd probably start forgetting it.
She is a lore enthusiast. Look at Columbina just kicking the stones.
Now Paimon gets why Alice told us to mind our heads.
What did I tell you? A lot of quirky people in Alice's orbit. Now then, the next order of business is, where do we start looking for the Moon Goddess's name?
Maybe the rest of what Nicole has to say might give us some clues.
Once I've heard her out, I'll summarize the salient points and share them with you all. I'm also inclined to review our other documents. but many of the more factually accurate records are from after Kutar's birth.
Sounds like we're gonna follow Columbina's journey through Devat, huh? In that case, we'll start by heading to the Frost Moon Enclave.
Sounds like a plan. Take this with you. I'll see about getting in touch with the Fatui. It'll probably just be Arlecchino and Sandroni again. They're the only ones who would want to help.
Thank you, Mr. Varka.
Don't mention it. Honestly, I'm more comfortable dealing with the Fatui than prying into the details of a young lady's childhood.
I should follow them, just in case there's some way that I can help.
You just want to follow us. Admit it.
A while ago, I took the time to organize all documents in our possession that pertain to Kutar.
You're saying there's unreliable material too?
Yes. Most of the information we have was transmitted through an oral tradition. Inevitably, some of her stories were mythologized and deified over the years through countless retellings. There's no sense seeking answers in history unless we can ensure the veracity of the
Shouldn't we
historical record.
contact Nefer about this?
Alright, let's take a look through. Almost all these records refer to Kutar instead of Columbina. Although neither of those is her real name. Paimon's not sure what point she's trying to make.
What we can gather from these records is that the Frost Moon Scions worshipped her as a god, placing impossible expectations upon her. I cannot fault them for their earnest faith, but for all their devotion, worshipping her day in, day out changed nothing. I imagine that none of it resonated with Columbina. It wouldn't surprise me if, even back then, she had already begun to reject the name Kutar and everything it represented.
Lama speaks the truth. When I heard them call upon Kutar with hope and expectation in their voices, they may as well have been calling upon somebody else.
Well, that's a bit complicated. And how realistic their portrayal of Kutar seemed to be. Amongst the Frost Moon Scions of today, only I know of her existence, and I alone have spoken to her face to face. As such, I know
She is
that there
also
are certain
speaking without
things
moving her
she
lips.
That being said, I have sensed some changes in her lately.
Changes?
Seems like this is getting us nowhere.
Sure. Give me a moment.
Oh, she's just moving around because she's getting bored.
Exerting but a fraction of her divine might, Kutar sheared a great mass from the snow-capped mountain and cast it into the sea.
They copied this from
whose
Venti.
surface shone the mirror image of the moon. Yeah, right. That doesn't even begin to pass the sniff test. The 3 moons are not but lies through and through. Only one moon has ever shone for us, and Kutar is her name.
The vast majority of ancient texts are filled with fanciful tales like the Kutar did not speak, merely gazing into the distance in silence. And where her gaze landed, this was her prophecy. Clearly, whoever wrote this text never even met Kutar. Otherwise, they'd know that her eyes are always closed.
What about you, Traveler? What are you reading? Come on, let Paimon see. The child wished to build a wooden nest with which to shield a fledgling bird from the cold. But being so, Kutar was passing by. Upon seeing the child, she summoned forth a Kuhenki, who built a beautiful nest for the child.
I remember that.
Yeah, that sounds like something she will do.
Not knowing the meaning of Kutar's divine intervention, the child dared not to respond, and thus ran home to call their parents. But Kutar was gone. The moon chanter declared the event a miracle and took the nest as a relic, placing it on high for all to see. The child was named as one favored by the goddess and was greatly respected amongst the people. Yet, no further miracles were bestowed, and this matter was forgotten in but a few years. Any thoughts after reading that? Yeah, Columbina probably just wanted to join the kid in making nests.
Ah. I'd originally considered this a fabrication, because Kuthar did not perform any similar actions in subsequent records. But now that I think about it, it does seem like something Columbina would do.
She didn't know how other people would interpret her actions. She was probably worried about making things difficult for people. So, she gradually stopped joining in.
Yes.
Oh.
The bird just flew away.
And now, I can make no such gestures of warmth, even if I want to.
Still no name. That's a bit of a shame.
Return to Nasha Town and contact Vart. Okay, did you find anything from the two?
But we did learn some interesting stories. That's gotta count for something.
Melusines.
Let's see. There's Varka. Oh, and it's Durin and Albedo too. Yeah, this is pretty much the same place we bumped into each other last time.
I convinced them to stick around a little longer. We were all waiting on people, so I figured having a little company would help pass the time.
Ah, so you've been waiting for us? Does this mean that you've already arranged things with the Fatui?
Sure does. Now you're back, we can go meet up with them together. How'd your investigation at the Frost Moon Enclave go?
Well, we didn't find out Columbina's true name.
Aha, just as well that I didn't tag along then. I'm sure our moon goddess wouldn't want every man and his dog knowing all about her private life.
So, Varka was waiting on us, but what about you two?
Oh, no. We already met with her.
We discussed that experiment I mentioned to you last time. Oh, and she also handed me this communication device.
Dodoko.
That's right. I understand she informed you about the relationship between the phantom phenomena and Tevat's borders, yes? She said that she'll contact me through this device with more information.
Ah, I see. Following instructions and making observations.
Wait, then who exactly are you meeting?
Someone you know. Albedo's met him too. But I don't think Miss Lauma or the Grand Master have been introduced.
Introductions are overrated.
Oh, Kazuha!
Especially in cases like this.
It's you!
Oh wait, no, it's what?
So,
I remember now. I changed his name to Kazuha.
Also, I applied for leave.
Okay, I just fooled myself on this one. This is why I named him Kazuha, just for moments like this, you know? You see the Japanese style and you're thinking, Kazuha, SP? No, no, it's a wonder. We are back. And I feel like he will not be that unhappy to be called that, you know?
I've been writing to Hat Guy since obtaining a human form. I've already brought him up to speed on everything that's been going on in Nodcry.
Hat Guy? Turns out, I actually have heard that name before.
Oh? Then why did you react the same way I did?
I only knew the name, not the fella. But since we're all here, let's do some introductions for what it's worth.
Lauma, Moon Chanter of the Frost Moon Scion.
And I'm a Driosh from the Vahumana Darshan of the Sumero Academia. Hat Guy.
He seems so disappointed.
Good to see you again, Mr. Guy. I believe we last saw each other on the boat right here. Mind you, the only reason I came here is because there's someone I want to look into.
Who's that?
The Doctor, also known as Dottore, second of the...
From the tone of your voice,
he wants
it
revenge.
Sounds like there's bad blood between you.
I was reviewing our archives and noticed that a lot of information about him was missing. It left a bad taste in my mouth. That's all there is to it. Dottore, or Zondik, as he was then known, once studied at the Academia, but he got kicked out before he could graduate.
So the Harbinger's #2 man.
Isn't that how it's always going? Who made Facebook, Twitter? I'm pretty sure Microsoft. I'm pretty sure they are all dropouts.
Last we heard, he was planning something. We actually heard that a few times before even coming to Nodcry.
He only appears when something interests him, but the fact he did something here at all is worth noting.
Why does it sound less like a file you're writing and more like a criminal record? Anyway, we were just about to meet 2 of the other harbingers. Want to come along?
Sure.
Even though they're harbingers, well, they're old acquaintances of ours, so, you know, when you talk to them, try to be...
The Frost Moon Scion's relations with the Fatui remain tense.
In that case, we'll continue assisting Miss Alice with her experiments.
Good stuff. Everyone's having a fruitful time. All right, we better get going. I'll lead the way.
Hey, Kazuha.
Well, yeah. That's obviously part of it. Neither you, nor Lesser Lord Kusanali, nor I want to see him meddling with things again. What's the hurry? Don't worry. Pigeons always know which way home is.
You made it. Who is this?
Wait, what? They do not know the Wanderer? Wasn't he a Fatui harbinger?
A scholar from Sumeru. They call him Hat Guy. He's an old friend of the Traveler.
Wait, this is the academia representative you wrote about?
Is he wearing some kind of mask, but they did not choose to change his
I
model?
believe this will prove my identity. You'll notice it bears the seal of the Sanctuary of Surasthana.
Well, what do you know?
It's fine. I expected as much.
What?
So as I mentioned in my letter, the Academia's got its eyes on Dottore, but this matter remains top secret. Apart from those assisting in the investigation, the fewer people who know, the better.
If anyone asks, I'm here in Nodcry to pursue my personal academic interests.
Gotta say, Varka, you did pretty well to keep all this under wraps for some...
you flatter me.
Where do I even start? Remember that time we fought Rerir at Star Sand Shoal? He sure let me have it then, didn't he? I'll bet Dottore had that all
I mean, technically, we also abandoned you.
Convenient little pawn. He could not care less about us if he tried, but hey...
Does Dottore really strike you as the sort who values his relationships with his colleague?
Fair point.
Which is why I always keep my guard up whenever he starts making suspicious moves. To that extent, our motivations align. Now, back on topic. In the wake of the Reikir of Solnari episode, Sandrone and I grew suspicious about Dottore's complete inaction during the entire affair.
Columbina.
He never lets anyone in on his plans.
Indeed. Perhaps he believes that by keeping a low profile, he can avoid trouble.
Yeah, I mean, he's been researching the ancient moon's remnants. And he's been trying to get his paws on the moon marrows.
With this in mind, I returned to SNEZHNAYA and relayed my thoughts to Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, entreating her to have him recalled.
That's pretty direct. Did the Tsaritsa agree?
Yes. I made it abundantly clear that the Fatui's business in Nodcry is almost concluded.
I mean, Dottore has plenty of splices, right? Even if he deleted them at Nahida's request, I'm sure he had all the time in the world to make more. So just send one of the splices back.
Accordingly, Dottore has returned at her orders. I imagine he is continuing with experiments, which no one besides he would ever have any interest in.
Common sense might mean nothing to him, but he's not stupid. Smarts alone won't get him all the way. He needs the Rooster's resources and Regrator's Mora, both of which the Tsaritsa can strip from him by waggling a finger.
But doesn't he have a track record of publicly following orders while going against them in private?
Wouldn't put it past him. We worked together on a research project once. Only briefly, but it was enough to show me that we're fundamentally different people. He has no interest in doing things methodically, stage by stage. His thoughts jump all over the place, and the moment his curiosity is satisfied, or he gets the results he wants, he disappears.
I mean, right now we are going on a tangent. How is this helping with Columbina's name?
The only similarity we share is that once we set our minds on doing something, we will see it done.
Oh, we definitely saw some of that in your battle with Rerir.
Ugh, do not remind me.
Then I believe we all concur. Dottore will not simply give up.
Then Fantastic! Now this is turning into a whole day of unpleasant memories. Ugh.
Are you talking about the moon marrow stuff?
He also strikes me as the kind of person to disregard experimental regulations, ruin all the equipment, and go way over budget.
Exactly! This one time, he was running some high-temperature experiment and the substance exploded. But does he care? No! He orders his subordinates to open the device so he can observe the results. That gas was poisonous! If I hadn't been there, who knows how many people might have died. And after all that, he left while I was still cleaning up after his mess. What a waste of time, he said. A waste of time? The nerve! He wasted my time!
Columbina trying to poke her.
You've been bottling
Columbina
that
makes
up
this
for a
story
while,
10 times
huh?
Hat
better.
guy, I must say, you seem awfully familiar with internal Fatui affairs.
Did they not know him? I guess he did not show in the meetings.
Thank you, Lady Harbingers, for providing such valuable information.
Wait, what? You're just gonna leave?
You're welcome to join if you want.
Kazuha has a bad day.
Paimon thought he'd finally mellowed out.
He makes quite the impression.
I'll say. I've met tons of headstrong people, but not many of them would join me in bad-mouthing the tourist. Anyway, back to the main agenda. Barca, you said that Columbina has gone missing? Or rather, disappeared.
Yeah. We're working on building a connection between her and this world. The simplest method is to find out her real name.
I've actually asked her that question before, but she said she didn't know. Considering our relationship, I doubt she was lying to me.
As far as I recall, she was never dispatched by Her Majesty to claim a gnosis or anything like that. The Tsaritsa's plans had long contained a place specifically for her.
I always thought that was weird. What could she do that the rest of us couldn't?
Knowing what we do now, it's probably something related to Kavaki, right?
More than likely. When she first arrived, Columbina would often go to Her Majesty and ask when she could start the task assigned to her. But Her Majesty always gave the same reply. The time has not yet come.
A freeloader.
So she spent her days in SNEZHNAYA doing basically nothing. The Tsaritsa has summoned a beautiful blind maiden to be a harbinger, giving her the third seat by virtue only of her enchanting voice. It was a dumb and stupid rumor, but the reality of the situation made it hard to refute.
And what happened after that?
I imagine she stopped caring. She no longer seemed to care why she had been recruited, and Her Majesty never gave her any missions. So she just continued to sing in the flower garden. For my part, I was busy. So busy, in fact, that watching someone be that idol had me fuming. But still, I got the sense that she had long been used to a life of other people claiming she was needed when she wasn't.
I mean, to be honest, the Frost Moon Science were saying that they were needing her, but they were needing too much from her. So I feel like it's quite the opposite.
I just felt that having a place to stay would cost me something eventually. And so I waited quietly for the day that I would have to pay the price.
And on the other end of that spectrum, you had me. Someone once told me that I had the lousiest work and the toughest luck. I forget who said it, but those words have always stuck with me.
Sounds like something the Wanderer would say. No wonder. But they do not recognize this guy. It's not like he was in disguise or something at the time. He always looked the same. What the heck happened?
But you've done your job exceptionally well all this time. Because at heart, you are a conscientious person.
What is it? Something come to mind?
That makes sense. Nothing screams you are needed like your name shouted from across the town.
Well, good luck with it. But if you ask me, Columbina is still the most shoutable name. I'm just so used to it now, after all the arguments we've had. I can't be bothered trying to remember another name for her.
Nor I.
Sandrone. Harlequino.
Huh! It's a Sealy! Does that mean Nicole has news for us?
Ladies, I thank you for your hospitality.
I'm sure it will.
You can make your own way out. Heck, you've been here enough times, you probably know your way around better than I do.
Okay! Time to do what adventurers do best!
Oh, Durin's side.
Here you are.
Kazuha!
Oh, hat guy.
I think I still have the item that allows me to
How
read
come
his
you're
name.
back so soon? Did things go all right with the Fatui?
Fine. Dotori's been summoned home by the Tsaritsa. How about you? Any progress with the investigation?
Unfortunately not. We've tried everything. Different phantoms, different locations, different points in history. But the results were the same each time.
Abyssal monsters roaming the land.
Every time I see it, I can't help but think, is this what it was like in Mondstadt when Dragonspine Durin attacked? And if I fail in the task I've been given, will I create yet another tragedy?
That's just meaningless speculation.
When we encountered similar phenomena previously, I tried to interfere with those illusions, using sounds and lights to guide them. However, we could not change their fates. At most, we were able to extend their existences.
The events of the past are like fate that has been written into Irminsul. There isn't a living thing in Tevat that can escape its past.
But Miss Alice instructed us to try to find ways to...
It's an impossible task. Can't you just...
Since she asked us to do this, I feel like it can't truly be impossible. Or if it is, well, mages can make the impossible possible. I could not have been born as Durin otherwise.
But you also said that your past 39 attempts were fruitless.
That's true.
But you are still going.
Yes.
After this many futile attempts, surely you realize that you're not doing this because you still believe what some mage told you. It's because you want her hypothesis to come true. So, think for yourself about what you want to do.
Oh, he wants to prove he can write a different ending for Durin.
Yeah.
Previous experience indicates that we cannot touch the phantoms, which limits the effectiveness of our interventions. If we want to clear this hurdle, we need to break this rule somehow.
Same thought here. Following the same rules means repeating the same failures.
So you mean we need to figure out a way to make contact with them despite knowing that we can't?
Yes. And I suspect that's something only you are capable of. Everything in Tevat is logged in Irminsul. But the withering that once occurred in Sumeru was a sign that the Great World Tree was being corrupted.
This corruption allowed things that should not have existed in Tevat to appear.
You're saying abyssal power might be able to affect those phantoms?
No one's ever tried it before. If you're gonna try it, it'll take courage.
Is anyone there? Has anyone seen my daughter?
Rasmuspes.
She's missing. I have to
What
find
are
her.
these goofy hats? What?
I hear someone inside. Spargana? Are you in there?
If I can use my abyssal powers to warn him that there is danger here, maybe it'll change his decision.
Yes. The important thing is not the nature of the power, but rather how you use it.
To intimidate
Didn't many try
and
to control
obstruct.
the abyss power and they all failed?
Sounds about right for the Abyss.
Let me try. I should be able to influence that thing.
Have you seen a little girl?
What? This isn't the time for that! Just run!
I hear someone inside. Spargana? Are you in there? What is this? Looks dangerous. I should get out of here.
He really left. Ha! We did it!
Don't celebrate too soon.
He will just repeat the same. We will try to do the same
Monsters
mistakes, right?
approaching from the front. You need to stop them and create an opportunity for him to hide.
Help me!
Oh, interesting. So we can repeat this as many
Monsters
times as
approaching
we
from
want.
the front. You need to stop them and create an opportunity for him to hide.
No, there's a monster ahead. Wait, is that the barrier I saw earlier? Why is it appearing now? It's as if someone's controlling it.
Can't you get out now? What? I mean, I could just...
Is it safe now?
I could just keep the barrier there for the monster. What?
The barrier's gone too. How odd. Anyway, I can...
Quickly.
Wait, there was someone else here? Don't go any further. We've got anti-monster traps laid out everywhere. But my daughter must just be up ahead. I have to go. This way's blocked.
The moron was staying there, okay? It's not my fault. The guy is a moron.
Wait, there was someone else here? Don't go any further. We've got anti-monster traps laid out everywhere. But my daughter must just be up ahead. I have to go. This way's blocked.
We might be able to use the explosives over there, but we need to take care not to hurt him. I'll use the barrier to keep him at a safe distance.
This barrier seems to be helping me somehow. Hey, wake up!
Well, that's his daughter, right?
Gotta keep moving ahead.
Okay, no, he's not. Otherwise, he'll not be so nonchalant about this.
So many monsters.
Bro, this guy needs 20 lives.
This is a new development. I've never seen this happen before. We might just be able to save this person.
I mean, these are all actions now that were not recorded before. This guy met his end long ago.
Hello there. Have you seen my daughter? Spargana is her name. She's carrying a large backpack.
Get out while you still can, you fool.
But I can't just leave her here. She must be so scared right now.
Sorry.
Okay, if I do find her, I'll get her to shelter and come back for you.
Don't bother.
What's that noise? Monster!
No, if he goes inside, he'll be walking into a trap.
How will I know where Spargana's gone like this? You know what? I'll trust this strange barrier. It's gotten me this far after all. Spargana, are you there? What? Hey, let us out!
Should I not have closed this barrier?
Huh? That looks like one of my daughter's books. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, it's one of hers for sure. That's her name on it right there. She left her backpack here.
I mean, I'm just gonna consider that if I let him go inside, he will have met his end. Either another trap or something like that. So the people inside probably, well, they were doomed either way. So it is what it is.
Durin, just like last time. Use the explosives.
It won't work. There's not enough left. If he makes it in, he'll die. But then, this clue could be the key to him finding his daughter.
It might not be the only one. Better he misses that clue than loses his life.
I guess...
Stop him, Durin. We can't let him get any further in.
That's my daughter's book! She's passed this way! Why? Why won't you let me go in? I've searched and searched and searched just for this! But how will I find her without any clues? I no longer have anywhere else to go.
And he chooses to give up himself.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. He refuses to go anywhere else. Whether he opens this door or not, all that awaits him now is death.
Couldn't they have found somebody with less baggage than this guy?
Albedo? Hat guy? Let's try one more time.
Why am I here? What's going on? All these scenes running through my head. Where are they from?
Huh? What's going on?
Well, technically the abyss is the power, right? Is the hatred of all that did not come to be, right? So I think it makes sense for this guy to remember his past branched futures when affected by the abyss.
His reactions have changed.
How many times have I... What's happening to me? Huh?
You can see us?
I feel like I always could, but that I only just realized you were there. But you were the ones guiding me using that marked barrier, right? I haven't done anything yet, but those monsters, those deaths, they feel like memories. I won't find my daughter. In fact, I'll ultimately die trying to find her. Isn't that right?
Well, no, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Even so, we're trying to find a way out of this.
You've not seen my daughter either, have you? It seems she really isn't here.
I'm sorry we couldn't help you.
I'm just tired. Maybe this is destiny. Maybe it doesn't matter how hard I search.
Think of your daughter. She will not have wanted you to
How long do I
die.
have left?
Experience says 15 to 20 minutes.
15 to 20. Thank you for all your help. Let's rest a while. You look exhausted too.
Now's not the time for you to start pitying us.
It's not pity. I'm just realizing that I've only got 10 or so minutes left.
Huh?
You say
Time
you're
for a
from
snack.
Mondstadt, yes? A place with windmills, where people enjoy limitless freedom? And you're from Sumeru, where they've built an academy into a giant tree?
Yes. It seems you've never heard of either place.
Those names are unknown to me, I'm afraid. Yes. Have you heard of Hyperborea?
I have, but I heard that it was destroyed in the distant past.
I see. That was where my ancestors once lived.
Oh, ancestors.
What
Is
about
this a
Delphi
Frost Moon
Python?
sign?
Was it later rebuilt?
I've never heard that name.
Delphi Python.
Then what about Salvindagnir?
Salvindagnir.
I have seen that name on stone tablets on Dragonspine. But I'm afraid the only things left of that place are its ruins.
Okay. Oh, so Salfi del Pato. What are them? This is all lore. So Delphi Python. This is the Serpent's Heart. This is the area under Enkanomia, the underground section. And then Salvindagnir is Mondstadt. It was known as, it's now what is Dragonspine. Okay, so Delphi Python is how Enkanomia, the submerged side of it, was called before, and Salvindagnir was Dragonspine.
I see. Sure enough, there was no way to turn this around. I'm sorry. I was the one who asked to chat, but it seems like we're too many ages apart.
It's all right.
From how you speak of your lives, things must be going all right for you, I guess.
They are. Mondstadt is a place of freedom and happiness. We have festivals a few times a year.
Sumeru is a lot more uptight. Not really the kind of place where you can relax. But if all you want in life is to seek knowledge, I guess it's pretty much paradise.
That's wonderful. In other words, after this all-devouring black tide passed, humanity did not merely avoid extinction, but rose to build prosperous civilizations anew.
Technically, we are still technologically backwards compared to Khaenri'ah in that period.
I mean, I can see you all right now.
That's true.
Well, time's almost up. Let's part ways, I think. The chances are slim, I know, but I'd like to spend these last few minutes looking for Spargana. May we meet again. Well, or not, most probably.
We might find later on clues about Spargana, if I remember her name.
He's gone. In a few minutes, he will meet the end that was his to begin with. The ending of this tale did not change. But I believe that we've just made the most progress we have yet.
May your wishes come true.
Hat guy, could I ask you a question? You've never talked about your past. Would you be willing to tell me about it? I know about Albedo's past. As for you, you're my first friend. I've taken. But by comparison, I know nothing about you. Either way, I mean, we're still best friends. But if I knew more about you, I might understand your thoughts a bit better.
I've told you about myself.
And what did you do before that?
Prepared for the entrance.
All right. If you really don't want to talk about it...
I was a puppet built from the branches of a white tree.
Simulanka.
Using technology left behind by the Conrian schools of mechanical engineering.
A white tree? You mean an Irminsul tree?
Yes. A branch of Irminsul that was once connected to the
So
main
he
tree.
is like Nahida's brother.
So you had a human creator too?
Yeah. But my creator abandoned me after deciding that I was a failure. After that, Durin. Resisting the influence of the abyss, suppressing the urge to destroy, trying to do the right thing, but no matter how hard they are, trying to rewrite past wrongs is far harder. You asked me if you would create a new tragedy if you failed. But the real answer is, yes, you absolutely will.
That guy.
But at least you've got people here to help steer you away from the wrong path. So...
I will.
All right. Break time's over.
Dodo.
Hello, friends, it's me.
Alice.
What have you been up to? I'm detecting some unmistakable fluctuations here at the border. The amplitude isn't particularly high, but they're completely different signals from the ones before. And
Alice, we were unable to save that person.
I see. Well, that is rather odd indeed. It definitely... Could I trouble you to keep trying the same approach? I should probably have Nicole come and check this out as well.
Shouldn't have Nicole been with us? Wait, what? Was this the end of the fifth part?
There you are.
I feel
was
like they are
worried you might
mismatched.
stop to collect treasure chests opened by the Sealy along the way. It would have taken you so much longer to get here.
Another conversation I cannot hear.
I am delighted to see that you understand what takes priority, and that
It's in
your
our
adventurer's
instinct. It's
has
in our
not
nature.
swayed your resolve.
Paimon's head.
Okay, I'll try and keep it short. My senses are telling me that this is where we shall find the entrance to the ruins.
Oh, cool. Well, what are we waiting for?
Patience. This was a sanctuary of great importance to the Hyperboreans.
Oh, like the place that housed the Eternal Moon's marrow?
Okay, so what's the plan? Need us to do anything? And just the short version, if you can.
Ah, all right then. I was planning to start with some background on the invention of these techniques.
Skip.
Are you sure you don't want to hear it?
Remember what you were saying about priorities?
Fine. Simply put, we need 3 human representatives to successfully undergo a process of Kuvaki resonance. Think of it as a test from the 3 moon goddesses to see if the entrants are qualified.
Pretty sure Lauma would ace that test.
I also have no doubt that the moon chanter would be qualified.
We
But
hold
we would
one
need
of the
2 other
moons.
people with the same constitution. Therefore, the most feasible method is not so much to follow the rules. I've done some research, and it turns out the mechanism is rather crude.
I'm with you so far. How do we get the Kuvaki in them?
We need Arlecchino too.
The easiest way would be transfusion.
So we're going to cheat on the test?
My favorite way to do it.
Precisely. There are other methods, but this is the simplest one.
Huh?
Sorry? Does the idea of cheating upset you, Miss Lauma?
No, that's not it.
Oh, what is it?
It's about Moon Prayer Night. I figured out a way for Kutar to join in the festivities.
Huh?
But as Paimon said, we need to have our priorities straight. Let's get back to the test.
Oh, okay. Anyway, is this really the best method we have?
If you think that's dangerous, wait till you hear the other methods.
No need, we're good.
Very well. Kuvaki transfusion it is. It would be rash to simply infuse the Kuvaki and hope for the best. The symptoms are similar to another condition that some people living here suffer from, known as congenital Kuvaki sensitivity. So, before we execute our plan, I will perform
We definitely
a
are
simple
compatible.
test of my own to see who is compatible and who is not. Once that is done, we will have to complete the resonance process as rapidly as possible.
What? No eating or drinking?
So Paimon is
That's
out.
some hardcore fasting. They'll all be monks by the time they're through.
3 days.
Oh, that's so long!
I never went to one day or 24 hours without eating anything.
Compatible, but also willing to volunteer.
Fasting? What are they talking about?
Really? Don't you want to think this through?
Haha, count me in too. Miss Nicole has made it clear that this is the easiest way. The way I see it, there's nothing else to discuss. It's...
Yeah, you're right. In that case, Paimon volunteers be captain of logistics.
Then we'll start with you first, traveler. Please step forward. How's it going? Do you feel anything? How about now? And now? What about now?
Did you do something?
Guys, it's not a competition, you know.
All right, I'm officially impressed. Even as a descender, you can withstand far more than I imagined. It's like I summoned a giant stone titan to arm wrestle you, and your arm hasn't even moved an inch. In my last attempt, I infused 5 times the amount of Kuvaki required. Yes, safe to say, compatibility won't be an issue for you. You're eligible to join. You're next, Mr. Varka.
We probably will need Arlecchino.
All right, I'll start where we left off. 5 times the required Kuvaki dose.
Whoa, 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 hey, wait a minute.
How's it going?
No, not great. I,
the eyes.
Feels like I've been drinking too much. A few bottles of wine, then a big stein of Dark Horse. Some hard liquor from Leo.
Nicole has a grudge against him or what?
You think this is funny? I just lost to a young lady in an arm wrestling contest. I'm never gonna live that down.
My apologies. I'll lower the concentration and try again.
Oh.
How's it going now?
I'm not as dizzy as last time, but I can still feel it pulsing around.
In that case, you wouldn't be an ideal choice, Mr. Varka. Let's try someone else.
Okay. Let's go ask some of our other friends then.
Lauma. Oh, I mean, she of course passes the test with shining colors. Maybe she can take the 5 times too.
No surprises here, Miss Moonchanter. You're perfectly compatible.
Never. I mean, she's from Sumero.
I'm getting a slight headache.
Shame. You were so close. Whoa! Time itching all over! Allergic reaction.
Wait.
We can't have
what
that.
the fuck? How is it possible that she is allergic to Kuvaki? Aren't you surrounded by it? What kind of nod-cry person are you?
Huh?
I mean, really?
Well, are you gonna start a what?
The Hexenzirkel is an organization that cares for and protects children.
I think that's for
We will not have
Lee.
them do dangerous things. Not even tests.
I mean, she's a bot. How will that even work?
Something the matter? The candidates have to be human.
I guess that rules me out too.
I mean, at least living, you know.
Everyone except the Moonchanter got beaten. Guess I don't need to feel so bad after all. I mean, looks like this isn't gonna be as easy as we thought.
Perhaps I could ask for volunteers among the Frost Moon Scions.
I'll see about talking to some trusted Lightkeeper colleagues. In fact, I think we had some former Frost Moon Scions join our ranks recently.
Can you give me the scientific explanation for how the test works? Then we can just zip through Nasha Town, going up to people and pressing a button to check their status.
No.
Wow. No elaboration for once.
So
How
short.
about I contact the Knights of Favonia's garrison in the Wave Chaser plane? Shame that Lohan's already left.
Oh, Lohan.
That guy's
The
even
first
tougher
mention of
than
it
I
is a
am.
guy.
Strange. The moon goddess is clearly revered by many people. So why is she on the brink of disappearing?
Lohan. That guy is... Oh, is Lohan stronger than Varka?
She mentioned that the world has rejected her from the very beginning.
And when we fought the Rakhir of Salnari, it seemed like she exhausted her power for our sake.
Also, I'm not sure revered is the right word for how people feel about her.
Gratitude, certainly. For my part, anyway.
It's basic reciprocity.
Yeah. Even though she looked like she didn't care.
A review of the relevant data leads me to conclude that Miss Columbina is a good person.
Yep, you bet.
They really think so?
I'm super surprised that Columbina isn't her actual name, though. I think it really suits her. It's light and graceful and... yeah, just a really pretty name.
I know, right?
Unfortunately, that's not our decision to make.
Columbina. That was the code name the Fatui gave me. But it also came up in the song I heard when I was born. But... is that really all there is to it? What do I truly think of my own name? Is there anyone left who will still call me by that name?
Moon Prayer Night is getting closer by the day.
Then allow me to try.
Oh, of course he's gonna work for Arlequin.
Huh? What are you doing here?
You contacted your friends via the Adventurers Guild. SNEZHNAYA has been keeping an eye out for something like that.
Of course.
Since I have the ability to accommodate a moon marrow, I should prove to be a suitable candidate.
I mean, that makes sense. It's 100% the truth.
Arlecchino.
When can we begin?
I see.
I'm surprised they did not think of this before.
How was it?
Not at all.
Then it seems we shan't need to look for additional candidates after all.
Great! Cool. All right, like Paimon said, the rest of us can take turns making sure the three of them stay warm and comfy.
Then, my job is to take care of the caretakers. I will ensure everyone receives food and accommodation.
I'm ready as well.
It's so weird to see the Fatui and the Frost Moon Science side by side with us in between. I guess that's some kind of metaphor to the start of the game. Or well, the region. Oh, come on. It can be that we are gonna be the first to fall. Also, what about the process of infusing
The work
Kovaki
is
in us?
done. The sacred scroll shut. The stars grow dim, the people silent. The white sun sets, the silver moon rises. O path to the temple, appear now before us.
Wow! It really opened!
So that's what all this is about. They've been trying to open this gate.
With a calm mind, this proved not too arduous.
It might be best to eat something first. Take care to chew properly and swallow slowly.
Where is that
It will give your body
3-day
time to
fasting?
readjust to the
Where did that
digestion
3-day fasting go? We did not do it before. We did not do it after. We don't. I don't get it. But I am very hungry now. I hope this story is finishing fast. I think I'm close to the end of it because I need to eat something. And look at Aino and
They will
Paimon.
head in soon. They will need to enter this gate. Huh? I cannot pass through. It has been 3 days. My strength is all but completely faded. Can I really hold on until Moon Prayer Night?
Oh, you better do. There is no way they are killing her. Oh, okay. We are entering Act 6 now. Okay, Act 5 is finished. We are entering Act 6. Then we have Act 7 and 8. And that will be it. How many days are left until the next patch and the next story quest? 3 days. We'll probably have to do 1 act per day. Tomorrow act 6, then act 7 and 8 after binge watching the story. And ooh, Yahoda dupe. That's a good one. I will not mind the... I don't know if I have dupes for the cat girl too. Okay, but how many pools I am in right now? And with the 2 that we just did, we are 45 pools in. We'll need like 20 more pools to get a Nefer. Well, a chance to get Nefer is gonna be a 50-50, but I really need her. I might need to farm like an animal during these 3 days. There should be enough pools on the map. I don't want to take this before I get my interactive map going. But yeah, I think this is gonna be it for today. We finished Act 4 and we finished Act 5. Tomorrow, Act 6 is probably gonna be a big arc. I'm gonna have to check where does her name rest. That's the name. Act 6 of the Silver Moon. A story quest. Maybe it's not that big. I will have to check. If we have time, we can do the Act 7 too. Not sure if we'll be able to, but you know, we can find that out tomorrow. So we only know for sure Act what is this? Ooh, we got some Denia trailer. Wait. Okay. What's this Denia trailer? Stars and Twin. Okay. Just give me a minute. Some Denia. Okay, Denia time. Wait, this is muted. This is her summon animation, isn't it? Kind of reminds me of Cartetia. It's gonna be great.
Relax.
How many days until Denia's release? This idle animation is crazy. I can't wait for her, but at the same time, it's gonna feel like I need to get her early. This is what we need. We need to get her early to keep enough for the Lucy pools. Because the collab, bro, the collab. Don't forget the collab. Even though they're sending us, they're giving us a hard bargain. You know what? This is our plan. They knew if they put Denia first, people will pull for her because she's very expected, and then they will skip Hyuki. Regardless if Hyuki feels amazing to play or not, she doesn't really have a big part of the story or big significance yet, you know. So many people will just pull for Denia and leave Hyuki for her rerun. Because right now we also don't have any Glacial Calf team. And if you want a team like that, you're also going to need to pull for Lucilla on the collaboration patch. So that's just genius. By making Hyuki the first character before announcing the collab, they will have people that would otherwise just save. Just try her out, you know, like her gameplay, just pull for her a bit. And then they drop the bam, the collab is coming. And then, bro, but we also want Denia. Everyone has aemeath. Aemeath is so great with Denia. You know, it also unlocks her fusion burst gameplay. What do we do now? We still have to pull for Denia. And because we just got Hyuki, we also need to get Lucilla. Otherwise, it's just going to be such a loss. So, yeah, they played us. They played us perfectly. But what can you do? We beat the bait. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Until next time, have a wonderful day. Good luck with your pools. We are gonna need it in a few days, and I still need some luck.